huge amount of prize money on the line.
Baby, let's go! The jump in was perfect.
Again, this is a team tournament. We're going to see all these players go up against each other.
Oh! An unbelievable block!
There it is!
What a way to end!
Welcome everyone to Street Fighter League Pro US 2019 Season 1. I am your host Rip, and we are in our 6th week of team battle competition, which means we are past the halfway mark. Of course, if you guys are new here to SFL, this is a double round robin competition. Being past the halfway point means we have done the first half. So every single team has played every other team, and we have 10 complete weeks of action, 3 team battles per week, and we're going to be kicking it off here. If you guys missed last week, it was ridiculous. Team Frost over here got a full sweep on the opponents. Then Punk's team finally got their first loss ever in a close set with NuckleDu's team. But then moving on, Samurai, the hero, returned, got yet another OCV, ridiculous fashion. You guys got to go back and watch if you missed it. But let's kick off today's action by sending it over to Tasty Steve and Vicious.
Thank you, Rip. A brand new rotation here for the double round robin tournament here at Street Fighter League. My name is Vicious here with Tasty Steve. We're going to talk to you a little bit about what you guys missed out on these past couple of weeks. Let's take a look.
Justakid with some amazing plays as well. All our teams getting started, situated through draft day to get their most competent understanding, make a strategy that's going to work, ban some characters, make sure someone goes in front of other people. It's been a slobber knocker. These guys have been playing their hearts out to get to the top of the list. There's been a lot of twists and turns and a lot of hurt feelings, but now we just reset this round robin, and I think if you haven't already, make sure you go back and check out these matches. One right there being that Justin Wong versus Samurai match.
Every one of these weeks had nothing but jam-packed action from each and every one of these teams. You definitely need to check it out because this is a very unique twist to the group tournaments.
Yes, a 3v3 format with an all-locked position before they start playing. That means they cannot change the order. So the first group of 2 players will play. Whoever wins, they will go to the bottom of the queue. The loser will be eliminated. The second group will play. Whoever wins, they will go to the bottom of the queue. The other will be eliminated, and this will be the final opportunity for that team losing to make a comeback, and that will be the only way possible. You got to kill everybody else on that opposing team and be the sole survivor to claim that spot and move on in the Pro League.
As Rip mentioned, this is the final stretch here for the double round robin tournament. These teams are fighting for that top 3 spot for that total $50,000, just above that number, right? First place getting $30,000 in their pocket amongst their team. Second place with $15,000, and third place rounding it out to $6,000 divvied up amongst the players on the team. And again, this is the current look at the standings here. You got in the lead Team Captain Punk, 4 Team Inferno with a 4-1 lead. Going down the line, Team Storm with 2nd place, Team Frost in 3rd, Team Gale in 4th, Team Spirit in 5th, and at the bottom, Team Psycho in 6th. But as these are the current standings, there's still a ton of Street Fighter left to go. As we started off, brand new cycle, Team Frost running it back versus Team Inferno.
And here you see our 2 captains in this head-to-head comparison chart here. Team Frost led by Nephew, and Team Inferno led by the nefarious Punk. Now, as you can see, it's 27 games to 34-1 at this point, and if that's a major difference in the games won, right? That lets you know that there's been a lot of ups and downs, but they have the #1 spot for a reason. Punk has had one of the most competent strategies here out of any of our captains, and I want to see what Nephew is going to bring to the table if he wants to slow him down.
Strategic gameplay versus raw talent. We'll see how it gets broken down with Rip standing by with the captains.
That's right, guys. I am here with Nephew and Punk. Of course, you guys have met previously, but now we're starting off the 2nd round robin here. And of course, the last time you guys played, it looks like I got it written down here, that you guys ended up banning Karen. Didn't work out for you guys. What are you guys going to go with this time?
Oh, we're still banning Karen.
Gonna stick to it. Tried and true. It's going to work, I'm sure. Punk, who'd you like to ban? Last time you guys went with Nikali over here. It worked out. You going to go with it again?
No, I'm going to go with the word nefarious because up to Snuffs, he randomly said that word to me recently, and I did not know what it meant, and I'm so heated right now because I'm like, why do you even know what that is? Like, so we're going to ban nefarious. Is that a thing, Rip?
I mean, he has nefarious intentions as he's trying to get into your head right now. So, yeah, a little bit. I went to school, but you know, who would you like to ban here as far as characters go?
I guess we'll nefariously ban NuckleDu.
There you go. Nefariously ban NuckleDu. Let's talk about some player order here. Nephew, who do you got?
We have Duel Kevin, and then up to Snuff, and then me.
All right, so you're going to anchor it. Duel Kevin's going first. What about you, Punk?
We have myself, Broly Lays, then JB.
All right, so JB going to be your anchor. Punk versus Duel Kevin. Going to start it off, though. Let's send it back to the desk.
All right, well, the orders have been selected. They've chosen the characters they will ban. And, I mean, it's pretty textbook at this point, but just so these guys know, it's pretty much been this way the entire day. Punk has so many characters that it wouldn't matter who you ban on him, right? But even still, they stick to the Karen ban, which is really smart. And, of course, NuckleDu would be the target for the ban on Team Inferno.
And you know, we've seen a plethora of characters with Punk. I'm kind of curious as to who he's going to pick this time around. The last time they engaged in combat, I think it was either, Cammy, I believe, the last time they played. But we'll see if it all plays out. When we come back, these two are going to rematch each other for the first week of the second cycle here, Season 1. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back after this short break.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
And here we are, the rematch that everybody's been waiting for here at Street Fighter League. Every single team gets to run it back, and we get to start it off with Team Frost going up against Team Inferno.
Yeah, so we had that double round robin format. This means they've all played each other once at this point. This is the second go round. A lot of data was collected, a lot of strategies you can use to kind of take down the opposing team, but here we go.
Uh-oh.
Duel Kevin against Mr. Punk.
The Nefarious one himself picking Colleen. And he laughed at the other team as he highlighted Colleen. He looked at Nephew and just gave out a nice hearty chuckle.
Wow. Locks out. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap.
He wants to see what he's about.
All right, locking out the
Round
Colleen
one.
with that pick, of course. Only one character can be displayed or represented on a team at a time.
Yeah, that's not going to be an issue for Team Inferno, but it's going to be more of an issue for Team Frost, right? Duel Kevin gets to rock it out with his main Rashid here in this first game. Nice whiff punish there. Low medium kick wasn't far enough, but that Colleen stand fierce. Best believe it's going to hit the target.
Crowd short just to try to stop that approach. He knows Punk like to control that neutral. Throw whisk because of the backdash.
Now let's consider, oh, wait a minute. Let's talk about that later. Duel Kevin getting a continuation on that combo. V-Trigger 2 is active for both players now. Double backdash! Are you kidding me?
All right, that was pretty slick. That was pretty slick.
How did he know?
Catches him. One more hit's gonna do it.
What
and
are you
just
talking about?
Runs back the entire round off of one decision. A double backdash
A
in the
double
corner.
backdash in the corner? That's unheard of. Kevin threw twice.
Okay. Duel Kevin finds the hit this time. 30% already gone from the bar. Uses a V reversal to get out of there early. Not too bad of a thing considering she has a 2-bar V trigger.
Yeah, same side with Rashid as well. Both characters get to build their V gauge pretty often and pretty quickly.
There's that back throw. You see Punk abusing with that standing roundhouse.
And I like the idea. Duel Kevin using that button to kind of get past the opponent anyway with the EX Eagle Spike. Luckily, it landed against Punk.
Yeah, because if he would have got crossed up, he would have been in that corner. That would have been bad.
Back throw. Retain the space. Kevin keeping up with Punk here. But let's take a look at the bottom of your screen here. On the right side, you have Colleen fully locked and loaded with the critical art. Duel Kevin working on just about 2 bars. Those resources is what he's going to use to keep himself safe on Wake Up. Probably engage like that with the whirlwind shot. Good break there from Punk.
Yeah, you can see him using that EX to possibly, that EX whirlwind to possibly keep Punk at bay, but it's not going to work out the throw whiffs. There's a tech, gets the crush, counter spins bar this time. Going to get the push, probably parabellum, yeah. Dash up, keep the pressure going. Another back throw, back to the middle of the screen, really close to the stun. Hits a button too fast. That's going to be that. Going to continue that combo with the reset from Hill. Go straight
There's a lot of
into
scaling in this
CA,
one, though.
and there's a lot of scaling.
That's
Don't
enough.
mean nothing.
Ooh.
And it means nothing.
Cold-blooded.
Punk looking really comfortable over there. Oh man, I forgot Broly legs.
Yeah, he's there. He's giving the other team some lip. He's like, you want to know what else is cold-blooded? Us. I was like, all right. you got it. Nice buffered short there the first time around. The second one didn't hit the mark, but still keeps himself safe with the parabellum.
Fishing with that stand fierce.
Ooh, the back roundhouse.
And he finally gets the crush.
Checking with the medium kick as well. Nice anti-air. He was ready for it. He's controlling the space. He's always looking for any kind of advancement, offensive movement towards him. Nice check with the jabs. Didn't get to do much out of it, but it's still damage. Big
like
time.
Ooh, gets the crush counter, cancels in the trigger. That 4 medium punch gets the mixer back to the corner. Finally gets a reversal. We don't see many of those from Punk.
That is a lot of damage on the plate there. That's past 200 for sure.
Stays in front this time off the wall jump.
Activation off that target combo.
Trying to get Duel Kevin to swing. Trigger is active for Duel Kevin as well as Mr. Rashid over here.
Yeah, so Rashid can't really throw out any projectiles because Punk can fly right through it. But way to wait it out. Duel Kevin still has his V-Trigger 1 left. Yeah, he's going to use the enhanced version. Punk saw it coming, moved away. Back to neutral here.
Oh,
You got
what?
the touch.
What?
You've got the power.
CA.
That was a slick confirm
That
there.
was crazy.
Round 2.
What's the?
I thought it was going to be too far out.
That's
that
what
was
I thought
ridiculous. Well worth the meter. Duel Kevin making a huge statement against the nefarious Punk.
EX. Gonna push to that corner a little more this time. Good chunk of damage already missing right there, about 30%. There's a back throw from Duel Kevin. Nice anti-air activate on the block roundhouse. That side switch with the V reversal. Anti-air almost works out.
I like the whirlwind shot to follow up after the scramble. Keeps him grounded. Continuing that combo after the shot.
Duel Kevin being really active right now. 2 bars of EX each. Rashid about to get C8. Spins 1 bar to get in. There's another V reversal. They've been in this little left corner of the screen for quite some time now. Only because Punk likes to walk him all the way back. What a
Spin
confirm.
him! Oh, and let's get it. I like the idea of using the meter for that extra damage.
Mixing it up all between throw and those. You're doing fine, you're doing fine. Doing fine. Close up things would be cool. Okay. Yeah. You got this. Composure, focus. You're a good player, you got this. You got this, man. You got this.
Fight!
Both players as calm as ever. Right, Duel Kevin very much so experienced in heavy situations just like this in Punk. We've seen him time and time again, household name for the Capcom Pro Tour. He's well versed in situations like these when it's down to the wire.
Oh yeah, he's second place finisher at EVO. He's been on the stage in front of many people. Many championships under young Punk's belt. No stranger to these tense situations as well. Duel Kevin has a little more expertise in these other games too.
That's right, he's finding quite the competitor in Duel Kevin, giving him a pretty difficult time so far, but finds the opening here, gets to get his offense going, but you can't keep the man down. He's always about mixing you up.
EX Hailstorm, you cannot swing in the middle of that. You're gonna get hit, you're gonna get the confirm, and a lot of times, Colleen players, they're ready for those exchanges. They're gonna do Hailstorm, you're not supposed to hit a button, they wanna fake you maybe a low, maybe you try to walk out or swing when you're not supposed to, and just get a full combo pickup off of it.
And that's the kind of skill the caliber player Punk is, right? Being able to be aware of those character specifics, knowing that that's not his main character. Duel Kevin already pushing Punk to the corner. That's one grab. Out of the corner.
I like that. Uses the movement to follow the whirlwind there out of the corner. Off the backboard. Goes on the other side this time, but for some reason just stops. There's a back throw from Punk. Tries to jump out again. EX spinning mixer. No trigger active just yet.
Oh, big time damage here. Whirlwind is enough. Doesn't need to spin the bar, and he ties it all up against Punk. But again, I'm gonna ask you to take a look at the bottom of your screen here. Full critical art from Punk. A lot of meter to spend. Can lead to a ton of damage. Oh, that's
what a
one.
crush. Yeah, spins one of those EX bars to get the
He's gonna
corner.
do it again. Gonna get the juggle.
That stun, that air throw ender takes off so much damage. Punk working on a full gold bar right now. That might be a done deal.
I'm telling you, Steve, look at the screen. How many times did he use that meter?
Hey, you said it, hit a full bar.
I mean, we called it. We called it. He got the opener, got the perfect. It was intimidating. You know, you have to really tread softly when it comes to Karen because one fears being able to clap back like that and get the momentum going could be disastrous.
Well, if you look at the fact that Punk puts himself first, it's a really good strategy. That way he can sit down, he can relax, he can watch whatever happens between the next 2 games, see if he's going to be needed, and if he does, he's taking more than enough notes to kind of apply that to his game. On top of that, he's a very, very strong player. Running Colleen takes that option away from Nephew. That's also going to put a strain on him to use G, and they might be ready this time for that matchup. But going up next is going to be Broly Legs up against a Necalli, and this character is not going to be it's not going to be easy to take out, especially if you're running Chun-Li. The damage output on the side of Necalli is really, really high.
I thought they went with the character ban for Necalli because he was talking about.
Oh, it was
yeah,
Necalli.
he was aiming towards up to Snuff was what it was, and like this Colleen pick is really sending a message. If it actually might send a message to Nephew, you might fight him in the mirror match, which is exactly what he wants. That wouldn't be the first time they've done that to each other. There has been an event, a particular event last year where they met up on the big stage and mirror matched each other, and it went in Punk's favor. Maximum disrespect. But if it happens, it happens. In the meantime, we have Up to Snuff versus Broly Legs.
All right, so we saw last time Up to Snuff actually played Akuma. So maybe he has an Akuma that's pretty good We saw him do a crazy confirm versus a Cammy. DP on the top of the EX dive kick.
Yes, he
cancel
did.
and the C8. So much damage. What a reaction on his side. So you know Up to Snuff has the skills, right?
That was up against Punk, too. He tried to EX dive kick in and Up to Snuff, stuffed it clean.
Yeah.
And we best believe everybody in the studio popped off.
Yeah.
We were losing our minds. So that's the kind of player Up to Snuff is. He's very much so well-versed in Akuma. Looking forward to seeing that again against the likes of Chun-Li from Broly Legs. Now, as we set up here, this is the run back. For those of you just tuning in, this is the second half of the Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1. So what that means is each of these teams finally get their runbacks from assessing all the information from those first couple of weeks of data and the gameplays with each other. The current standings, we mentioned it at the top of the show, that could change at a moment's notice.
All right, here we go as we get into gameplay here. That Necalli, I remember talking to Punk about that. He was like, look, I just don't want to deal with Necalli. It's too much. It does too much damage. I respect that as well.
Oh, boy. Okay, I thought he was going to pick Alex. That would have been a very, very cool
Oh, that
pick.
would have been sick.
That you would have been all
I would
about
have been
it.
losing it.
Our resident Alex player, Tasty Steve.
All right. Going with V-Trigger 1 for Akuma. Up to Snuff versus Broly Legs. Gotta be careful though, man. Broly Legs has had some really close matches. Almost taking out NuckleDu last week.
NuckleDu is right. Had him sweating. He couldn't stop smiling and shaking.
That's how you know. Air to air, jump roundhouse. That's actually a really good tool versus Akuma.
Yeah, the jump roundhouse being able to stop demon flips. I have seen other Chun-Li players, when it comes to Akuma, how he has a demon flip approach, I've seen players air throw Akuma on the way down to prevent those mix-ups altogether.
Yeah, and that's an option that's not afforded to every character. Chun-Li has a very fast walk speed, so she can react a little better against the crush. EX legs on top of it, really good pressure or jab to try to slow him down in another crush counter.
All the heavy buttons finally finding their mark here. Broly Legs did have a hard time against the rest of the competitors when it came to finding the neutral game, but he's looking super comfortable right now.
Okay. Oh, just back hard punch, gets the knockdown and just walks back to the middle of the screen. EX legs to answer back. You see Broly Legs comfortable with just, you know, holding his ground, holding back.
Ooh. The forward strong. Clipping Akuma right at the start of that. Putting Broly Legs up 1 round in game 1.
Lots of whiffs coming from Broly Legs.
Yeah, Up to Snuff is hovering around that roundhouse range, forcing Broly Legs to jump and already getting the offense started. There's the first demon flip. Dashing up. No buttons pressed from Broly Legs. Great defense, but a lot of great life taken out.
Okay, gets to confirm. Fighting back now. Spins 1 bar, gets those EX legs back to the middle of the stage. Good air to air.
Oh, the same side. That's a stun. He does have V-Trigger locked and loaded. Goes for that new V-skill kick.
Look at this pressure from Broly Legs. Gets the sweep. Here comes Up to Snuff. Activates. Yeah, you said get that back throw.
EX activation after EX legs. Apply more pressure. Could have got the kill. Up to Snuff, narrowly avoiding danger. Critical art is a possibility.
What?
Oh,
Gets
the crush counter.
Luckily, he was jumping.
Can't do anything about it. Cannot do a thing about it.
Thought we were going to see like a wake-up CA if a missed time or something like that, but no.
Tying it all up here, Up to Snuff. Broly Legs, 1 round apiece. A little bit of meter there from Broly Legs. Might have the advantage to fire away. Maybe an EX legs.
Anti-air fireball looking really good. Up to Snuff slowing down now. Knows Broly Legs like to keep that momentum in his favor. Wow. And still walking forward. Nice DP for the anti-air there.
Oh, again, that roundhouse misfiring. Up to Snuff, got the right jumping angle. EX spinning, bird kick, get off of me.
Still has a lot of meter. Red fireball activate from Up to Snuff.
Oh, I like that exchange.
Yeah, that was really good for Up to Snuff. It would have hurt a lot more if it was anything else. Back throw. Took off a chunk.
Sends Akuma so far away.
Oh no, he was.
Oh, we got him! Broly Legs.
That's up. Nah, but we take those. Sucks for them. I mean, that's why it sucks for them.
We take those. It's good for them.
You see those combos I hit on my face, man? Can you do that? Can you?
I might try it out when I go.
You know why they beat me sometimes? You know why they beat me sometimes? They stare in my mouth when I'm playing. Like, they like to see my mouth.
I think I'm gonna try to play with my mouth when I go.
You should try it, Wong. You should try it.
I want to see the struggle you go through.
Yeah. You know, the hardest part is to go from the circle button all the way back and stuff, you know? Just because my tongue is long, but it's, you know, gotta chill to the... Alright.
I can't keep it together, Steve. I'm trying.
Yo, that smack talk is too buff, man. I know we've been saying it this entire season, but it's too buff. You guys don't even know.
They're getting more and more comfortable as the weeks come, and you know it's great to see this kind of synergy amongst the players. It's something we all enjoy.
Wong say I'm gonna try to Here's the jump in.
Keep it together, Steve. Let's talk about the gameplay. Firing away with the EX light off the jab confirm, throwing Akuma into the corner, activation off that sweep. Backing away as soon as he sees the demon flip, but still eats the jump fierce and a demon flip palm afterwards, trying to bait out something else.
Up to Snuff, neutral jump, gets the knockdown. Just walking Chun-Li to that corner. Legs.
What a confirm!
Yeah.
Wow.
Still in that corner though. Little series there. Walk up delay just to see if he was going to try to swing in the middle. Finds his mark. First round on the board for Up to Snuff. He's down the game.
Ooh, he found it. Okay, a lot of the times he uses that to kind of avoid fireballs, but this time it actually hit Akuma walking forward.
Tried to get a combo afterwards too. Just fast enough. What? 3 roundhouses? 4. Sorry, excuse me. I miscount.
We're gonna see a 5th. Back away a little bit. Here comes. That counts. We count those.
But it didn't hit though. It
did not.
It's not as effective.
Oh, that's a punish.
No, too big.
Nice and easy. Brawly legs. Keeping it safe. Stand jab to put himself at match point. Ooh.
Oh, gets the crush. Up to Snuff. Oh, wake up EX legs from Broly legs.
He still gets those. I can't even get these combos with Chun-Li. It's ridiculous. Also, I'm bad. On a side note, Up to Snuff with a huge life deficit right now. Just about 50%. Nice check at the roundhouse again. Finding that target.
Slides under. Oh, he still clips him. The medium kick whiffs though. He was trying to get it confirmed, maybe get some carry.
That was pretty fortunate for the fireball to hit him and prevent himself from getting even more damage off that activation. His Brawly legs does have V-trigger loaded as well.
Oh, big jump in. That fierce punch.
Critical art.
Oh, that's taken off a chunk of damage. Has meter, walks in the EX legs. He's got one more. There's the activation. Backs up, tries to take the ground back. What?
Gets the throw up to Snuff, tying it all up.
There's roundhouses. Yep. I think if you were trying to jump for one time, you got hit on the way up, right? Yeah, he's doing just a ton of neutral roundhouse. What about, does this low fork go 100? Then does it go under? That's what I'm saying. Does it go under? Like, would I get out? If you did roundhouse, you did low fork, would it go under?
So he's trying to find a way to contest the stand roundhouse from Chun-Li. It's been giving him a lot of problems, so he's asking the captain to see if low forward would be effective enough to challenge Chun-Li in the neutral space. Maybe duck under low profile and probably clip Chun-Li.
I feel
It'd be very difficult to do. I feel like you have to have the right angle to do so.
And you're basically just trying to whip punish it at that point. Like that's really hard. Especially at the range that he's using. You can see Duel Kevin calling it out. Nice grab on the teleport there. But yeah, you see Duel Kevin actually calling it out. Like, hey, look, see what I was talking about that roundhouse? Every time you get to that range.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, he's concentrated on the whiff punish game, and it cost him 2 roundhouse kicks to the face.
Oh, we talked about the fact that Akuma cannot take too many hits. He does not have that much life.
Wake up DP again.
Gotta be careful. He has meter. Oh, wow.
Meaty! That's a ton of damage off of that.
Brawly legs 1 round away from taking this match away from Up to Snuff.
Prolific.
Prolific.
And back to this neutral space. As soon as he gets a knockdown, Broly Legs going for that meaty back roundhouse to get his stuff started. EX Fireball, clipping Broly Legs just a little bit.
Neutral jump?
No, sir. Back roundhouse, anti-air, sit him down. Fireball chase down afterwards.
Chun-Li looking real comfortable. There's another throw to push, another neutral jump to try to call it out. Chun-Li's been really diligent in not walking into any of those. Slides under, no trigger activation, doesn't have it. Akuma, full trigger.
No uppercuts. The early roundhouse, very tough to challenge.
Needs to be super careful right now. Finally
Fear
gets the
reversal.
activation, jumps out. There's a back throw. It's gonna get a little screen, but he still has trigger.
Ah, I see. I mean, maybe there is that spot to get that low forward, but Snuff is not going to risk it at this point with that much life left. Oh,
go straight in the CA. That is going to hurt.
Kuretsuha. Oh, he went for it. He went for the EX spinning bird.
Getting a little anxious on that, pulling the trigger a little too early. Got him in trouble. Final round between these two right here. Team Inferno versus Team Frost. As you can see up in this top left-hand corner, they're already down a player.
It's come down to the final round here between these two. No whiff punch or no punish on the sweep.
Back throw. DP this time. Up to Snuff, has some work to do. He's a little low on life. There's that roundhouse again we were talking about. Duel Kevin even mentioned it. Just inching forward to get that throw each and every time. Double dash is interrupted this time by Broly Legs.
One too many dashes. Broly was ready for it in that space just in case he tries to do... Oh, wait a minute. Didn't juggle.
He gets the side switch. Up to Snuff, has some work to do. Broly Legs looking good. There's a forward throw. Activate. Oh, gets the crush.
That should be enough. Stun. And that's going to be up to Snuff. Barely taking it down over Broly Legs.
Oh, jeez.
Man, that does not. I know that does not feel good. So close to closing it out there, but Broly Legs will be eliminated from this team battle, and up to Snuff going to be moving on. I told you we gave you the update on that Nakali, saying that he's been banned, but he's played Akuma before. He's did some sick moves with Akuma before, so I'm not surprised at how this turned out. Even still, very good, diligent fight by Broly Legs, but like I said, he's going to be eliminated from this team battle.
Yeah, a lot of composure from both ends, right? So Snuff is going to be moving to the back of the queue. That's going to send up Team Frost captain as anchor, going up against Team Inferno's anchor with JB.
JB.
He gets to use Rashid, by the way. The character ban went towards the team captain of Team Inferno. So there's going to be Rashid for JB. I almost called him Rashid again, by the way.
No, we've been doing it the entire time.
Yeah, but okay. So the hypothetical is if Nephew happens to take out JB in this battle, he gets to face off against Punk, who is character locked to Colleen. So you're going to potentially see the mirror match, but again, we'll see how that pans out. It's going to be 2 out of 3 all across the board here. Standard match settings. We'll see how it plays out. These guys have fought each other before. This is the run back, as this is the second half of the round robin here at Street Fighter League.
This next match is going to be a good one. Like you said before, what is Nephew going to do in this matchup?
He's going to go Colleen and go all out. A lot of the time, so here's the play, right? JB wants to do as much as he can to kind of smother Colleen on offense. Granted, she does have great normals to kind of counter poke with. JB can take advantage of his whirlwind shot to cover the distance. Okay, I take it back. You know, that's not the case here.
What happened?
That's not the case here. He's going G. He's going maximum G, maximum president.
This is I don't think this is too bad for G, only because he has that fireball. That fireball is going to be really good. It's going to make Rashid have to take to the air a little more and respect that ground game just a tad more. Even though Rashid has really good normals that push him across the ground. Stand medium kick. He has the roll as well. But you can see already JB super active. Gets the crush counter early.
As he needs to be. He doesn't want to give G any chances to level up that presidency, right? He wants to keep the campaign short.
Another one, but this time, no, back throw.
Looking for the impeachment here. No, the swing and...
Jump. Bad jump. Fierce punch.
I like that. Yeah, nullify the V skill. Ooh! Why was there so much durability on that air V skill?
I have no idea.
That was like 3 hits off of the V-trigger 1 from Rashid.
Tried to use the EX, didn't work out. Nice punish with the crouching fierce.
What's crazy is he would have went right through the projectile anyway with the wheel kick. It was a great call there from Nephew. Great anticipation. And the carry. Uh-oh. Next level up, max presidency and the stun. Give him the speech. Okay, I lied.
Wall bounce. Oh, that's done.
He's dead.
Gee, that dude takes off some damage.
Final round. Fight.
Nephew with the callouts. This isn't the first time we've seen his G, right? He's done a lot of work these past couple of weeks here at Street Fighter League with this character. Had access to his main character, but chooses to go the G route.
Forward fierce punch. Jump out, still gets the crush though. What a conversion!
Oh man, is all on it.
Nephew challenging back. Crouching medium punch. Dash punch not gonna find his mark. There's the activate. And that V reversal. He has a movement V reversal. Just gets him out of the corner. JB finally found a way to get back in with that jump roundhouse. Completely blocked. Oh, that was so good.
How are you supposed to block that?
Oh, what a read, JB!
You know the match though? We ain't cook smug for nothing.
Jumped off the steel cage with that, man.
And once backdash, like, he backdash, and then like he jump back, and then he forward dash. Well, there was tries where like he was just like trying to move back, so he jumped back, and then he jumped forward.
That strategy going on over there, I don't like it.
You want? We need strategy. You're fine. You're fine.
Nah, you good. I think he knows the matchup pretty well.
Fight.
Okay.
Doesn't need to strategize, bro. He's got it. I mean, he's been playing pretty confidently. JB, one of the top Rashid players in the nation. He's played this matchup a good amount of times with Smug, as Punk has mentioned. Oh, I take his word for it.
I definitely believe it. Nephew, I feel like this is a... I like seeing him play like unconventional characters that we don't typically get to see him play. Especially a character like Jesus, who's on a lot of people's radar, but no commitment to where he stands on any kind of list. Just a good character overall.
My God, yeah, you get that extra bounce there from that fierce, being able to forward roundhouse afterwards. Or just normal roundhouse, excuse me.
Uh-oh, the body
splash.
Hit him with your chest.
Say it with your chest. I like that. It's funny. Nephew up the first game in game 2, or first round in game 2. Here we go. JB getting the momentum, pushing G to the corner. No, he tried to get the wheel kick going. The crouch fierce stopped him.
Jumps out this time, standing medium kick. JB with a good jump in. There's a stun. JB is looking strong right now. Really close to getting that C8. But you can't count out this man, G. There's the activation. Use the wheel kick. V skill right behind it. Tries to go for the low. JB is so brave.
Okay. He tried to go for the command grab. That's right. No V trigger, no presidency available, and the continuation from JB.
JB is looking really sharp right now. Good patient play. Second round robin week kicking off right now. Like I said, these guys have played each other enough at this point. Nice check. With no levels, you can punish that if you block it deep enough.
That's right. He's really been struggling to get his levels going as G, where it becomes even more effective. See, he has to go for the EX versions of his moves. There you go. Gets the knockdown and the presidency level powered up here. Crouch fierce, he's going to lose that level immediately afterwards, just kind of bringing him back to his base form.
That was godlike.
Chasing him down air to air, jump strong, extending him with the Eagle Spike. Eagle Spike once again, no punish.
About to trigger left dashes up once. Oh, the command throw with so much range. It's not the first time I've seen it.
Oh, he tried it again.
Oh! Did you see how he looked up? It's like that's where I came from, up there. From the rafters? I came from up there.
came down from the top like Sting,
I
just
can't put him
going
up
down
there.
the
You hit him
zip line. Punk was already popping off as soon as the enhanced spinning mixer came through, and then right before the eagle spike, he was already got
clapping.
up and he started clapping, looking at the other team. You couldn't see it, but he was just already popping off. That's gonna put Team Inferno in a very, very great position as they fight off against the last remaining member of Team Storm, which is Up to Snuff, and he's going to be playing against Punk. It's going to be Akuma versus the character locked Colleen for Punk.
See, now that this is going down, now Up to Snuff has a chance to show people what he's working with. I mean, I know he does not get his character, however, he definitely has the chops. This isn't impossible, but it's going to be really, really difficult. Punk, a really confident player, especially in situations like this. And even if you happen to beat Punk at this stage, you got JB sitting there, just waiting. I wonder what he's going to do with Akuma to throw Punk off to try to get something started against him, because trying to slow down a player like Punk is almost impossible. And now you have a character that can't take many hits versus Colleen, who has a really good movement option. He has a double jump, so it's going to be a lot harder to lock her down. And then Punk's control of the neutral just scares any person that he plays anyways.
You're not wrong here. Punk has a lot of experience against many a Akuma.
Many A are the Akuma Tokido?
Yes, that's correct, yeah. And you know what's crazy? He plays a very effective Akuma himself.
Yeah.
It seems to be getting chilly.
Many an Akuma. A little grammar lesson, I guess. You know what Up to Snuff should do? Throw off Punk with some more heavy words. Right before the match, he's like, I don't like the way you're talking to me.
I don't know, man. That just might make him more angry. I don't know if you want to do that.
Who knows? Up to Snuff's a very, very patient player. He's kind of reactive to the opponent's movement, right? Maybe it'll have Punk throw out some irrational moves.
Taps him with the jab. Oh, that was a risky jump in. Punk not prepared, though. And Up to Snuff just slowing down instantly.
Ooh.
Really good patience. You pointed that out yourself. You can see Punk trying to inch into this area so he can clip with this roundhouse.
Oh.
Wow, on the way down, still gets hit by the DP. And just answering with a fireball every time. But that damage trade is not in Akuma's favor, I can tell you that.
But I'll tell you what, Punk does have V-trigger loaded already. And one more hit for Up to Snuff to get his as well. So he's kind of floating in and out of the range of the medium kick and the back roundhouse. This is kind of dangerous. Any more fireballs, he could zip right through with the trigger. Okay. Finds the activation, a safe way to do it.
Gets the forward throw, sets out 2 of those air fireballs just in case. No confirm. Uh-oh, take throw. Going for the back.
Uppercut.
Uh-oh, one more hit Up to Snuff.
Wasn't close enough, but still managed to get the crouch hit. The crouch counter hit jab.
If you look at that upper left-hand corner, you can tell.
Duel Kevin.
He did not like that. Duel Kevin was freaking out too. Oh, man. I mean, but he got the job done, though. That's all that matters. The W is still there.
Punk is just so on point with these punishes here. The stand fierce and a big time punish. Great read there off the teleport. Good amount of damage, not quite the stun yet. Dashing up for the meaty. No, I lied. Up to Snuff, back throwing out. You can't uppercut that icicle step.
Yeah, that Mega Man jump. Just to get out of the corner. Nice confirm. Takes the ground instead. Dashes up. Tries to get out of there. Up to Snuff. Trying to slow this pace down. Punk just jumping over these fireballs. He's not going to be able to put 2 on the screen, so that's really good. And we get back to that neutral spot. Activation after the red one. Throws the V reversal.
Great anticipation there from Up to Snuff. Getting the side switch as well as that little bit of damage. Vanity step out. Punk is going to play this out. He doesn't want to take any risks while V-Trigger is active. He's going to wind it down.
He don't want any trades in this situation. He is down around. V-Trigger finally runs out. Another trade with that roundhouse, like I said before. And just to get through. He tried to do that in that last game, and it actually got beat because maybe he was a little too slow to it, but that actually helped Up to Snuff out in that last round. But here we go. Uh-oh. More than enough meter on the side of Up to Snuff. Has full CA available.
Might have misjudged the range there as he clipped that low forward, causing him to go into that Tatsu, and Punk took full advantage of it. Good amount of damage as well as this corner control here. Now he's going to... Okay. Unpunished sweeps.
EX.
Short. Fireball into activation. Dissipates before Punk can even get hit by it.
still just slowly getting paced back to that corner, up to Snuff. There you go. He needs to walk back to the middle of the stage, try to take some control back. I know it's a little scary fighting a player like Punk, especially with the buttons and his placement he's been using so far with this character, but you do not want to stay in the same spot. Almost.
Okay, big punish.
No trigger available for up to Snuff either. He does have full C8. This is game point.
Activation time for Punk with a good amount of life. The whiff punish, this should be more than enough. Do it again. Yes, sir. Punk getting that first game over up to Snuff. 2 thumbs up for JB. I see it. Nothing but utmost confidence from the 2 teammates.
Fight.
Alright, this, like I said before, this is going to be tough, man. You fight one of the best players in the country right now, Punk.
No cross cut, yeah. Instead, he goes for the jab, nice and safe. Get that reset going. V-skill hits the mark. That's so active.
Just getting clipped before he could finish these jumps.
Yeah, up to Snuff, yeah, he's resorting to these fireball games in neutral. What else does he have to do to kind of move in on Punk?
Punk is just trying to be a wall right now, but just walking up to him and throwing is the only thing that's gotten him. There's the activation. Almost got hit with that cross up. Punk choosing to hold his ground, blocks it. There's a back throw. He wants to keep you in control, tries to shimmy him again. You know, up to Snuff has been really good at stopping that.
Oh, no punish on the missed parry there from up to Snuff, but it's still fine. He does have the life lead. Can build up a V-trigger. There it is. Activation route, EX fireball, but still Punk caught him dashing forward into the Fierce. Do it again.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
He just bleeds. He bleeds all over. No conversion there on the low forward 2 times.
Okay,
there it is.
Cross up.
Side switch. No, he's going to go for the corner carry with the demon flip palm.
Forward throw. Up to Snuff. Has the corner in his favor. Oh, there's a back throw. Here's Punk now.
Activation of the sweep. Here's that forward throw. Backs off just ever so slightly, right at maximum range for Fierce and the background. Oh, side switch, Tatsu carry, and the damage with the corner positioning. Tried to move out, got thrown on top of it. Counter hits everywhere. Punk, icicle step out and up to Snuff. Was ready for it. No normals, no uppercuts, just raw reactions. Getting the low forward out.
Yeah, up to Snuff is going to need this round. He needs this round if he wants to keep Team Frost alive. Goes for the EX Demon Flip with the palm. Oh, crouch medium punch.
That was sick. It looks so good. The way she finesses across the screen after those
Her
double
combos do
icicle
look
jump.
sick. Her combos do look sick. Yo, standing Fierce as an anti-air. Come on.
There we go. Got the confirm off the low forward medium kick. Brings her back around to the screen here with that back throw. Activation there from Punk. Best believe up to Snuff might be looking for a fireball activation. He gets it off a hit.
Yep, gonna get this hard knockdown because of the trigger activation. Oh, dash up demon. He saw it.
He's seen it not too long ago from NCR. He's well aware of it.
Tries to go for the tick throw. Spends all his meter there, but up to Snuff still has a chance right now.
1 bar vanity step into the roundhouse.
I know. Like, maybe you've seen this before. I didn't think you could think I would do it. No.
I got hit by the demon. Did you get hit by the demon?
I definitely got hit by that demon. Because I didn't even think, I put it there. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. And then he did it. I was like, I thought Punk got hit. Like, I saw the hoots. I was like, oh, man, you got him.
Yeah, I saw the dash up and I saw the pose. I'm like, I don't know. I think Punk, definitely a million times smarter than both of us here at the desk, wouldn't get hit. You know, I didn't want to call it. I didn't want to call it just yet, so.
Ditto. I mean, I was definitely under the impression that he got hit, but when I saw the screen came back to normal, he was in there like, nope.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what was going on through his mind. He had to be aware of it. I mean, as soon as you see the V-trigger and that meter is like, okay, well, critical art can definitely kill me. Any sort of critical art, right? So he was just trying to get out of harm's way and really just play it nice and easy. That was a a two-man victory over Team Storm. The only person that they lost was Broly Legs in the middle of that exchange. Let's kind of talk about and reassess how Team Inferno is feeling with Rip standing by with the captain.
Alrighty, we're all squared away here. I am here with Team Inferno, still hanging on to your guys' first place here as we start the second round of this double round robin competition. I gotta ask you, what is the key to victory for your team? I'm gonna ask you, JB.
Punk.
Damn, that is a good answer. Punk, what do you think your team's, what do you think the whole team thinks? It's not just you, right?
No, because JB has put in work, and Broly Legs he be scaring everyone, so he gets close, but for some reason something always drops that's not supposed to happen. So I think Broly Legs is like our psych factor right now. He's been just psyching everyone out for us. JB, he does JB things, he getting the job done. And then me, I just feel like a lot of players are just worried. Like, they scared of my co-lean, but I don't know why. Nephew don't want to mirror match me. Why you not want to mirror match me, bro? That's your character. I'm just a sub main over here.
You've got a point there. Of course, Broly, you've got your nefarious intentions, as you're just talking all this trash to the opponents. How do you feel you're doing so far for your team there?
I mean, I play hard, I work hard, but at the same time, I got a good team, honestly. I got a good team. JB and Punk are really good players. If we were a mech, I'd be like, a 2-inch leg, and we have, JB as the main torso, and we have, the alpha as the headpiece. I have very little legs to carry the big mecha, but we're trying real hard. I'm proud of our team being first place.
Me too. All right. Thank you guys very much. Team Inferno still hanging on to that first place. Let's send it on back to the desk.
Well, unfortunately, Team Frost wasn't able to slow down Team Inferno. Punk gonna hold on to that first place with his team. And now we gotta wait for these next guys to get up here. Like you said before, it seems like he has more of an understanding of these matchups because of where his placing is. As you can see there, we're going to start at 6th place. That's going to be Team Psycho, followed up by Team Spirit in 5th place. At 4th, you just saw him, Team Frost at that 3-3 record. Team Gale at 3rd place. In 2nd place, you have Team Storm. And in 1st place, you have Team Inferno, who we just saw an interview with. Just a really strong showing for those guys. I mean, all throughout this entire first season of the Street Fighter League.
And now, just to mention, for those of you just following along, we are just past the halfway point here at Street Fighter League. Again, these guys are finally getting the run back. And you see before you on your screen, you have Team Psycho going up against Team Storm. The last time these two met, Psycho popped off with the somersault victory praise, the roll over, and popped off at their deaths. He's like, yeah, let's get it. So this is going to be the run back. I cannot wait for it, but you're going to have to as we take this break. We'll see you in a bit.
Still my heart, and you stay the coming end.
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the police station.
Anybody here?
I don't like the sound of that.
We're getting out of here. Leon!
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. They're secretly making bioweapons.
Count me in.
Available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated M for mature.
We are here, everybody, at the Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1, just about started with the halfway point. The two teams you see before you are Team Psycho and Team Storm. They're about to give each other the run back.
Well, I'm just interested to see what Samurai is going to do right now. That's the only thing I'm interested to see. But we're going to take a look at the captains before we get into this next team battle. And you can see the games won 20-28 over here. And those games won are really important. The matches won also still on the side of Team Storm in that lead. And I'm wondering what Toy is thinking coming in, about to play against Idom's team. Do you make the choice right now? Do you set Laura free? Or do you deal with the demon that is Samurai?
I think this is a better alternative, to be honest with you. I think this is the better alternative because the way Samurai has just built this momentum each and every week, it's becoming a huge threat, but we'd have to see from the captains themselves. Rip is standing by with both of them. Let's get their decisions straight away.
Thank you very much, Vicious. I am here with both of the captains. We got Toy, we got Idom, and you know, you guys played on, I think, the very first episode, right? And I gotta say, it was pretty ridiculous because I think that was the one where you did roll on the floor and everything, you were jumping in their face. That was the same one?
I think so.
All right, so it's time for the run back. And I was thinking, how about we just have like a gentleman's agreement? No Laura ban, no Bison ban. What do you say? Who are you gonna ban?
Laura.
All right, who are you gonna ban?
You know, my team and I thought long and hard about this. We was like, man, we should ban Jury. Jury's getting a lot of heat this tournament. She's doing so good. But, you know, after a second of thought, we banned Bison.
Well, I can't say I didn't see it going any other way, but I tried. Player order from you, sir, please.
All right, JK Senior, Taytay, myself.
Gotcha. And for you?
It's Clásico, me, and then Samurai.
All right, JK Senior and Clásico gonna kick things off for us. Let's send it back to the desk.
I don't know who they're talking about.
I
don't
believe
know.
that's the redubbed Just My Son. If you were paying attention to the last couple episodes, you know, Justakid got renamed and blessed by Team Inferno's leader.
I forgot about that.
Captain Punk. But hey, I'll tell you what. So, fun fact, Team Psycho's only win currently was against this team right here, Team Storm. And it was because Justakid's miraculous comeback with that jury play, full-on sweep. You know, it might be one of those instances again, but will Samurai be able to stop that threat and recreate his own 3-0? We're going to find out in just a few more moments as Team Psycho and Storm get ready to fight.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
We're finally about to get that run back between Team Storm versus Team Psycho. It's about to go down. I can't wait to see how these guys have adapted to each other after the first week going against each other. Steve?
Yeah, well, I want to know what Justakid is going to do now against Clásico. Clásico has been slowly but surely picking up steam here since the competitive play has started, and I feel like now he's finally getting to that comfortable spot. Now, if you look at Justakid, he's been strong this entire time. Still going to be one of these matches that I want to know what range of the screen that Clásico is going to play at, because Juri's movement is really, really good. Her ground movement's really good. She has a lot of good ways to get in. That ground fireball is really strong. Just personally, I really want to see what the strategy is.
No, you're right. He's been rocking out in his own groove this entire time here at Street Fighter League. He's been the most comfortable from what I've seen, really getting his own game plan going. And you know, Clásico is starting to develop into his own skin even more so. Before, he was a little timid, trying to get the fireball game going, but you know, he's been getting more and more comfortable as these stages go on.
Getting that hit. That Juri pick, of course, coming from Justakid. Clásico playing a little pacing himself. There's a back throw from Juri and a pickup as well.
What a check off that dash as well. And then wake up headbutt from Clásico, but it still had armor on it.
Oh, tries to get another throw. That close mirror. Wow. Throws him out of the violent knee drop. Still lands on the mirror. Staying right there. Sets up another one. Tries to go for the overhead just to make something happen from it.
He's blocking the overhead, by the way. Great defense from Justakid. Finds a way to activate Raw. No dash-ins too. Clásico has those checks.
No. Tries to dash out. Crouching jab's one of the simpler options from stopping someone from trying to get too close.
You get that counter hit, you're going to get the rest of that combo. Clásico up the first round of game one. Here comes Justakid getting that back throw. Checking with the roundhouse immediately after in case you want to press the button thinking you're out of range. No, that covers that bad boy. Pinwheel past the fireball. Get that corner carry.
Oh, reversal. The EX version, yes. That headbutt doing dividends.
Barely missing the mark. Justakid found a way to get a full punish off of that, and that activation feng shui time. EX headbutt first. Yep,
Blocks
activation.
the target. There's the activation. Jump out light. Still gets that hit. The mirror still there. Jump back. Confirm. Ooh.
The anticipation.
Yeah.
Playing like a grown man.
Final round.
Playing like he got bills to pay.
Back into it, all tied up here. First round apiece for both players. One round apiece, excuse me. Justakid charging up the Fuhajins, exactly what he needs to do.
Dash up. That crouch light. EX headbutt over there.
Found the gap. Clásico getting used to this, to the matchup more and more. I like that. Yeah, counter hit jabs, getting the headbutt.
Gets the
Okay.
stun. Big jump in.
It was all planned. The reset was planned. It's just fine now. Justakid with the momentum shift trigger available. Does have the critical art. V reversal to maintain the corner positioning. A little bit too high. No punish there. That's a big time punish.
Spins one of those charges. There's a back throw. Justakid not done. Charges up that V skill.
Don't throw the fireball. He's waiting for it. You can't do it. You're not allowed. He's inching his way out.
Yeah, he's trying to get to a comfortable space. Get some charges on top of it. Anti-air.
That jump fuse covers such a great angle.
And the check on the legs. Clásico taking that first game. Just playing a slow pace.
Let's go, baby.
This would be a big hit for Clásico if he can take out a player like Justakid.
Put himself on the board, get that W. Now, thinking about that medium kick, right? It's a great tool to kind of use against characters kind of walking back just in case to kind of get away from that throw after the normal pressure. Clásico does a really great job of sniping out when you want to walk back with defense, and Urian is a great character to do so with that low forward.
All right, they trade on that first jump in. Headbutt. Goes right over that crouching medium kick, I believe.
Yeah, it's a really great tool to kind of high-profile moves, just in case you want to poke low.
But also, you have to remember, you can just make it whiff by doing stuff like crouch light punch. It's gonna go over it, and you can keep, keep that ground for yourself.
Yeah, so long as you get to recover in time, you could actually block the rest of that headbutt coming through, because it does have a decent amount of startup before it becomes active.
Pick up, dashes up, backs up just a little bit. There's the activation of the trigger. Oh, reversal, EX headbutt again. Those 4 throws.
Okay. That would have been dangerous. That was a really scary situation had Clásico blocked, because it set himself up for an instant overhead from Jury immediately after. So it was a very, very tough situation to be in regardless of all that.
Okay. I like Clásico walking forward right now. You see Justakid just trying to get some space between him and Clásico. That Urian he doesn't want to deal too much with. Spins meter this time. Good damage, about 35% off that bar for Urian. Clásico content with down backing right now. He is in the corner. Just taking a few hits here and there. Dash up.
Ooh. Fires away out of the corner, getting a lot of space for himself, but still no damage on the board. Justakid managed to rebuttal.
Needs to be careful swinging at that range. You don't want to get crush counter. We've seen Justakid is ready. Air to air.
Jump back jab has been Clásico's go-to when it comes to close range anti-airing or air to airing.
Look at how he's placing these normals, getting those hits.
Oh my goodness. How did you even get that?
Okay, just walks out. Oh, what just? That was a weird exchange right there. Justakid not phased though. One more mirror on the side of Clásico. There's the charge up. That means you got no projectiles. Gets the headbutt, quarrel punch to keep her honest. Sets out that other mirror. Jump light. Tries to get out. Gets the headbutt. I think she bounced off the mirror. That's why he got 3 hits. And it doesn't matter. Justakid runs it back 2 rounds.
Do it again. Do it again. Let's go.
Good stuff, buddy.
When what?
It's a high kick and condition activation. It's like see each other.
No.
You did great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Idom has experience in this Jury matchup. Being located on the West Coast, on the East Coast, excuse me.
You're good.
Probably gets to play
You good, son. Let's go.
He definitely gets to play against Shine from time to time outside of MLBC. Right, you got to consider that they've played a numerous amount of times and have practiced secondaries coming into Street Fighter League. A little bit of advice there from Idom, the team captain of Team Storm there. Justakid already at a huge life deficit from Clásico, not overcommitting to anything, but managed to get counter hit.
All right, takes that air here, gets knocked down. I like how calm Clásico is playing, just playing a little evasive headbutt over that fireball again. That's not the first time we've seen it. V-skill up. Life in favor of Justakid right now after that back throw. Ooh, the chase.
I like it. Here comes big damage. Clásico, can he complete it?
Yes, up mirror. Tries to get up and maybe walk forward, not sure. But Clásico on match point right now.
I like the vote of confidence there from Samurai. I get this win, baby. As he exclaims to Clásico. Full critical art on deck from Justakid. Firing away with a chariot tackle has been the trademark for Clásico.
Stopping that dash forward once again. That's also been a trademark. Trying to keep that ground in control. He's always ready to make sure you don't think you can just advance on me. Run up in my set. Disrespect with your moves. Keeping Jury at bay.
Oh, that would have been a very tough handshake had it clipped against Justakid. Having the charge when it's a different property after it's charged.
Patience, great on both sides. Jump back, gets a charge.
Inching his way forward is Justakid, trying to check the lows on the way over against Clásico, but he's not going to budge.
Air to air to stop the knees. Oh, the neutral jump baits out the throw. Justakid, great damage. Spins a ball.
But you had to see it coming. V-Trigger is available for both players. Target combo, best believe. The V-skill, charge up. Uh-oh, into the mirror. There's going to be a lot of damage. The reset. No, he's going to go for the damage.
Just a
slight drop. Justakid takes full advantage of that opportunity. Tying it up here. Final round.
He had a little meter. He could have extended it a little more. But that drop came back to haunt him. Justakid takes us to the final part of this match between these two. Crouch medium kick. Finds the EX. Shuri just walking back. Finally gets that throw. Oh, Clásico's back is to the wall. You got about 35% life left. Taking a lot of great damage. Goes for a hit, but not going to work.
Critical art incoming. You know Justakid has those confirmed. We've seen it from the first half, and that's going to be the W for Team Psycho.
Let's go.
That's a hard draw. Once again, Clásico, like we talked about, we spoke on throughout the entire weeks, he's been getting sharper and sharper when it comes to the league play. Unfortunately, not going to be able to succeed against Justakid, and he's going to be eliminated from this team battle. And now, I believe we have IDOM coming up.
Versus Taytay.
Oh, yeah, Chakotay, yeah. Versus Chakotay. I don't know who he was talking about for a second. Kind of threw me off.
That's how the team captain calls his teammate. El Chakotay coming up to play with that Armika, a.k.a. Taytay, going up against the leader, the team captain of Team Storm with IDOM. Again, IDOM severely handicapped throughout the entirety of this first season. No Laura in sight, forced to go to the birdie pick.
We've seen him the entire season so far. He's been weeks upon weeks of playing this birdie because nobody wants to give him full power. They do not want to give him access to Laura. But Samurai has kind of been forcing their hand, especially considering his Akuma has come back on 3 separate occasions to claim a W from an opposing team.
He hovered over Laura, picked the color for just a quick second, immediately went back to birdie. I feel you. I understand. I get it.
He went to visit his character in prison, touch the glass, pick up the phone. I miss you, Laura.
I'll see you soon.
Soon as I get home, straight to PSC and me and you.
They're going to send Akuma in here. Don't worry. I mean, that might be the case. Again, this is the full run back here in the second half of the season where everybody gets their rematch against the teams they might have won or lost against, right? IDOM checking with the low-medium kick so far against Chakotay. The birdie pick again went for the medium punch. Bullhorn missed the mark.
Just walking forward, Lady Mika. IDOM already in the corner. Oh, gets clipped by the EX. Chakotay on the verge of stunning Armika. There it is.
The T-bangs. Oh, he's just checking if the down button works. I take it back. He was making sure his down button works to get himself ready for the lower pick just in case. Who knows?
I don't know why RobTV and Duel Kevin are freaking out so much. It's just making sure the down worked. Oh, big jump in. Chakotay gets the brimstone. Lady Mika this time gets the stun. Oh, he makes sure his works too.
There might have been some sort of like technical difficulties on both stations, so they wanted to make sure their down works.
Got it. You're right.
Yeah, there's been just in case. These are important games on the line. They got to make sure they have full functionality of the characters. So great work checking them in between the stuns. Really cognizant of being able to control their character.
Yeah, really professional. Big jump in here with the jump fierce. Another jump fierce. Did not spin the meter. Tries to get the throw. This is going to be a chance for IDOM. Activates that trigger too. Oh, another jump in, fierce punch, and it just delays her fall just a little bit. A lot of people get clipped by it, but here is that CA, and it's not the round just yet. Birdie has a lot of life.
Ooh. So much.
So much such a good tool.
Outplayed, out-footsied, out-calculated, out-spaced.
What place? He doesn't want to play neutral. So you're overextending that. So what you want to do? Hold your ground. Just hold your ground. Just stay there. Make sure you come in. Get birdie. Your buddy do everything he does. Just focus on standing your ground.
Telling him just focus on standing your ground. You don't want Armika to push you to any kind of corner. That mix-up that follows is really hard to deal with.
Oh, he knows the matchup very well, right? He saw the can come out, immediately went for the splash, and here comes that Irish whip, reset, no need, he's gonna get the stun, excuse me. It's a bait, don't do it. It's a trap, here we go. Back throw out of the corner, V trigger 2, raw activation.
We've seen a lot of that from IDOM.
Let it whip.
Anti-air.
Do it again, respect it, full block string.
Ooh.
That's it. Prepare for takeoff. El Chakotay looking at match point over Idom.
Round 2.
This isn't good. Samurai being put up against the wall once again. He's being called from his lair.
The demon's lair, you don't ever want to summon the demon. Whoop! Air-to-air exchange, benefiting Chakotay, keeping Birdie in the corner, slapping him away. Did you see that?
Just right across the chest, just no.
Woo! I like it. Okay. Corner carry, as well as the can setup. Activation raw. Anti-air.
Block on the drop kick.
Good stop with the jabs. Oh, the body splash though.
There's a tech button. Dash up. Idom needs to do something right now. The jump light gets the cross up right in the CA. That's going to be 2-0 for Chakotay.
Oh, boy.
Don't teabag me, son. Come on. Not with Birdie. If you were playing Laura, come on. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, my man hurt. My man hurt. It's all good.
It starts again. The cycle starts anew when it comes to the run back, right? 2 players down for Team Storm. But what does that mean for us, Steve? I'll let you tell the story. I can see him grinning right now. Tell us the story.
I'm just saying.
Of the the last Samurai.
We've seen Samurai on 3 separate occasions across a span of weeks bring his team back into this competition, into this Street Fighter League with one character, Akuma. He's taken out some of the best players in the world at this point that are represented in this league with his Akuma. He is the last remaining player on Team Storm. Can he do it again? He's done it 3 times already.
If you've looked at the standings so far, you saw Team Psycho currently at 6th place, but they're still accumulating wins down to the last matches, right? The one win they got in the first half of this season came against Team Storm, where Justakid brought it back entirely with that jury and actually caught Samurai in the scramble at that very last second, you know, that jump short. Yeah, so a couple weeks back, when you check that out, you'll see how it went down. But again, this is the run back between Samurai and the entirety of Team Psycho. Can he do it again? Can he do it for another week?
I think Samurai's actually warmed up now. That's the scary part. Unsheath the sword, you know, like he's looking like the man to beat on this team. When do you make the decision to unshackle Laura from her undeserved
She did nothing
banning?
wrong.
She did nothing wrong.
She did nothing wrong.
You didn't even give her chance. You just came to the league and said, you know what, I don't even want this dude to play. But now you got to deal with Samurai. So now you're faced with a choice. I feel like after this, there's no way that you keep that character locked up and let just Samurai roam free with what he's done to these other teams. I'm just saying, just to put things into perspective, you know?
In a hypothetical situation, if the Akuma did get banned, I got to admit, I'm pretty sure that Samurai has a very, very competent Ryu and Sagat. He understands the fireball game. He knows how to play that. He might have even practiced Kage. Who knows? He's very in tune with how Shoto's play. As he had a Ryu in Season 1, he dabbled with the Sagat as he got released, as well as Kage. Of course, his main emphasis is going to be on Akuma. He loves that character a lot more. He looks after Tokido, right? Or he looks up to Tokido, excuse me. So, I mean, it's still a really tough time. Even if you ban Akuma. Yeah.
Samurai likes to take his time. Birdie is already locked in. Toy's locked in. But this is the preparation it takes. You want to know how he do it? He thinks about it. That's what he does. He says, you know what? Let me think about what I want to do. My plan of attack. I do have a plan. Attack. No, just kidding.
He sits there and meditates, wonders what's the next move? What's the opening move?
All right, here we go.
From Birdie, what are the possibilities? Infinite calculations, with only one game set. Here we go. Toy trying to close out this team battle versus Team Storm. Can they get another win under their belt?
And if you look in that upper right-hand corner, you can see that this is the last team member for Mr. Storm, for Team Storm, excuse me.
I popped off just a little bit because that was a counter hit confirmed.
I saw that.
Off a low medium kick. Stun City. Medium kick, fireball, uppercut. Saving the meter. Whoo! Giving him one of these.
Oh man, that's only the round. That's not. You can only do one of these when you actually defeat them.
Brush his hands off for him.
Oh, the delay on the fall because of the fireball.
Demon flip palm to follow through afterwards. Toy didn't have enough time to rise up. And anti-air.
Walk up, standing hard punch. And Fierce has a target option accessible. He's in the corner. He can get an EX. Doesn't need it though. Holding his ground.
Full critical art on deck for Samurai. Can approach and deal a ton of damage once he gets the opener. Wait a minute. Okay, so there was a slight delay there from Toy's behalf. He has his hand over his mouth. Now, when it comes to rules and regulations, the other team can decide to play it out or take that W for that round. And it's looking like the team is going to be discussing whether or not they want to take it.
If I'm not mistaken, actually, I think they have to take it. I don't even think it's like an option.
Yeah, I mean,
unless they changed it here. I think that they it's automatic. Like you don't even get a choice.
100%.
Yeah.
I was just curious to see if they would actually let the team decide, but no, by default.
By default, I'm pretty sure CPT rules state that you have to take it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So no one should feel bad. But that's one game. But if you pause it, those are the rules.
It happens. Sometimes it happens. And you know, it's up to the players who is responsible for it. They got to move on. They got to work on it. And they gotta restart the matches, get it all set up over again. They're making sure that everything they have is functioning correctly as they switch over. And here we go. Birdie versus Akuma. It's going to be one game on the side of Samurai against the team captain of Psycho. That's going to be Toy.
Samurai still taking his time to get back into this. It looks like he switched to V-Trigger 2 on top of that. If I'm not mistaken, let's take a look. Yep, V-Trigger 2, name of the game. Must see something he can take advantage of, do a lot more damage in a short amount of time. Those special cancels do add up, I can tell you what.
Yeah, without having to use actual EX meter. Oh, okay. So Toy opted to go for the V-skill right off the bat, and Samurai sniffed it out, immediately went for the medium kick Tatsu. Great reactions there from Samurai, keeping him locked down already in the corner. It was only 88 seconds on the clock. Dolphin Dive not going to hit the target. Big punish. Roundhouse Tatsu get the carry and the damage. Whoop.
Just backing up Samurai with a special knack for knowing exactly where he needs to be to take full advantage. So does Toy. Nice whiff punish. Oh, EX Dolphin Dive. Samurai didn't react to it. That range that you're playing at is not as safe as you think you are. You're not safe there, sir.
Yeah, he's hovering around a lot of them. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. Missed the opportunity to anti-air.
All right, trigger 2. Goes for the instant. Ooh.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
That's the crush. Could have just did hip.
That's going to be it. Yeah, V-Trigger 2, you already know.
That was so bad. Toy could have taken it right there, but instead, Samurai plan is super solid.
Got the EX uppercut. You know, it's so hard to predict when he wants to let it rip. He's gotten away with so much damage off these EX uppercuts. There was a huge fist pump after that. You saw on the top right of the screen on the player cam.
Back hard punch. Gets another crush counter. Toy stuck to this corner now.
Yeah, just backing off. As soon as he loses pressure or advantage with his normals, he goes to this safe range, right, to kind of get himself ready for any fierce, any heavy normals in general, for the whiff punish.
Oh, cool. Wow. Hey, what'd you say there, Mr. Vicious?
Something about whiff punishes and heavy normals? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Something along the lines of that.
Just wanted to be sure. I thought I just saw it.
You were thinking the same thing, so I don't blame you.
Oh.
Nice tech on the back throw. Yeah, you could expect Samurai to kind of turn the tides. He wants to get the positioning. It's what he's looking for.
Oh,
Dolphin Dive past the fireball. That is insane reactions from Toy.
I think that was EX command throw. There's another side switch combo for Samurai. Wow. The armor to get through.
Didn't time the meeting properly. You have to hold that. Okay.
Crash counter. Oh, once again.
Oh.
Still anyone's round at this point. Birdie's out of V-trigger, out of meter, but still.
Oh my goodness, to confirm the Kuretsuhashi V-trigger 2 coming in clutch.
That was wild.
Are you kidding? That was insane.
I just looked at us, was like, Samurai, too sharp.
Oh my.
That man is sharp, I'm just saying.
His weapon is as sharp as his mind.
Look.
Stainless steel.
So now we have 2 more players left on the side of Team Psycho. Do you think Samurai can do this again? I mean, he has to do it again now. It's like that's the only option. That's literally the only option. That's the only thing that needs to happen.
He has, if he does it, he has to do it now. Like he has to get past the person that beat him last time, which was Justakid. He's already up on deck. They're saving Chakotay for last to get rid of this pesky demon.
I wonder what the game plan is here for Justakid. Samurai just feels like Samurai has his entire life together heading until match. Like, oh, I know exactly what I do. I know I'm gonna cook for dinner tonight. I'm
He's
a meal prep.
He's a full-fledged adult. Yeah, he meal preps. He makes sure he has his agenda correct. He goes to work on time.
Automatic bill payment, take it from my account is right there. He sits there and he plays like that kind of adult. Just saying. Cross T's, dot I's. Samurai. Man, bars.
He's the model adult, honestly. He's who we all aspire to be someday. I want to be him when I grow up. World-class player, always paying the bills, always hitting his confirms, and getting sweeps.
Trigger 1. This time around for Samurai.
And here we go. Justakid rocking that jury once more. This, again, to kind of refresh your memory, Team Psycho's single win they have in the current standings was against this team, Team Storm, and it was Justakid who clutched it out over Samurai, giving them a 3-0 as well. Anti-air, no, not there. He moved his hurt box with the jump short. He was 2 steps ahead of Justakid.
No cross cut, but still, you see those buttons there just to be sure. Left the situation unscathed, fighting back to the middle of the screen. You heard what Mr. Vicious said. This was the person that beat him last time.
And I like him finding the gaps between the low forward and the fireball, using the EX pin wheel again. You know, Jury's so resource heavy to get this damage and the opening. Speaking of V-trigger activation.
True jump. No dash, no DP, and no meter on the side of Jury. Only that V-trigger still there. Nice low forward in the fireball.
Whoop. And I like this offense coming from Samurai, keeping it super ambiguous, mixing it up between the ground game and the air game. Justakid didn't get to spend any of the trigger just yet, up until this point, right? But he only has about a little bit left, and he's not going to be able to spend any of the rest of it.
Tries to go for the throw, Justakid. Gets the sweep. Ooh, that was lucky. Just stands there, tries to go for a throw.
Oh, man. Captain Idom popping off for his teammates instead. I like this. I've never seen him with so much emotion.
Right? Yo, when he gave me the shrug, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, you were showing emotion over here, man. What's going on?
Whoop. Okay.
Back
Very interesting exchange there. Justakid thought Akuma landed a little bit earlier. Oh, the Demon Flip slide. Again, one of the moves we rarely get to see in Season 4.
Back throw. Samurai still has a slight light lead. Here's the confirm. Gets into trigger.
Nice check on the jab. Not overcommitting. A safe option to do when you're trying to wake up with an ambiguous approach against the opponent. That air throw was kind of ridiculous.
Tatsu to get over the ground fiber.
Oh my goodness, and
that's gonna hurt.
It doesn't stop. It does not end with Samurai.
Look at this. You see that 1 on the screen? That means that's the only person left.
Let's go. I am number 1.
Akuma.
They can't afford to get discouraged here. Justakid needs to keep on trucking. Keep playing with that confidence that he had before.
And Team Storm on the rise when it comes to how well they've been performing these last few weeks in the team battles. All because of Samurai. Samurai with the opportunity to beat the person that beat him last time, that eliminated him from this 3v3 format. Their sole win coming only from this team. Also mentioned before, patience really good on Samurai's side.
I
Air
like
throw.
that. Preventing any of the mix-ups incoming. Air throw seems to be that option against the likes of Akuma. Back throw again. A ton of them incoming. I like him setting the tempo now. The kind of story it illustrates afterwards. Incoming normals, frame traps, and the throw baits. We'll see what happens if Samurai bites.
No anti-air this time.
Okay. A little bit off the mark there. Justakid does get the carry as well. Jury very good with that, spinning that bar. The roundhouse clips, crush counter. Wake up jump.
And still gets the hit. Now out of the corner. Trigger is active. Well, she does have speed trigger. There she is. Uses it. Fireball activates from Samurai. Oh, big jump in with the hard punch. You see Clásico with the pop off in the back. That is going to hurt. I'm telling you. Ugh.
That's right, you can continue the rest of that combo, and Justakid thought he had that opportunity. He thought Samurai was going to go for some sort of meaty, but went for the EX pin one, got punished.
Match point coming up for Samurai. Team battles get the best of everybody. It just brings out the best play in everybody. Taps him with the low. Stand medium kick. Probably thinking he was going to take a step forward. There's a fourth.
Tons of damage, spending all the resources he has. One sequence away can stun or kill, possibly both. No, wait a minute. Justakid hanging in there.
No
Teleport.
DP.
Wasn't ready for it.
Down back. Just in case the low was the option. Samurai just backdashing and jumping in the same instance. Makes Jury eat a fireball because of the placement. Wow. Gets the pinwheel kick. V reversal, puts himself in the corner. Trigger still there. V reversal this time by Samurai. And the mini shimmy. He's going to beat Justakid this time. And we're going to go to one more player on the team of Psycho. That's going to be Chakotay. Samurai becoming the unstoppable man at this point.
The Samurai of the Storm. He's up 2 games right now. He's eliminated the other 2 members here, and you know what? He eliminated his last demon when they first met, right? Team Psycho, again, having that 1 win on their belt. It was from this team, Team Storm, and it was Justakid who took out Samurai in that exchange. Full redemption for the Samurai, and it's up to Chakotay to avenge his fallen comrades.
Wonder what the game plan is here. Samurai.
To hang in there and win. You gotta stop this machine.
Chakotay has his work cut out for him as well. Last players on both these teams right now.
Now you have messed with this character, Mika. What are some of the, I guess, nuisances that you have in this matchup? Because there's a lot of times Akuma gets to control the neutral space with the fireballs. But let's kind of get past that and talk about what other problems there are for Mika.
Well, it's really, it's more about the fact that if Akuma knocks her down, his walk speed is so fast. Can set up a lot of crush counter setups as well. And those fireballs are a major part of it because obviously she's a grapple character, so she needs to get close. Well-placed buttons on the side of Samurai is going to slow down Mika to a crawl. On top of that, she's going to have to take such large risks to get into some of these situations. If Samurai plays safe, you don't have to worry about that. But that means El Chakotay is going to have to take risks to even attempt to get in. And I feel like that's going to make the game slower. If this game goes slow, I feel like it's going to go to Samurai. But if it goes fast, it's going to go to our Mika.
Steve already setting up the precedence here. We're going to see how the matchups go between these 2 individuals. Brand new set here, but it's the final members of each team here in this team battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2 out of 3. And then look, those fireballs, and look at the distance. And Akuma's regular fireball doesn't travel full screen.
It does not. You're right. Absolutely correct here. Samurai, that's why he's just in that mid-range, right where the fireball plans to dissipate, right?
And switching between that red fireball as well. Forcing a jump from Mika is really good. That means you're going to get a lot of that screen back. Nice jump, heavy kick, Tatsu. Oh, just a little late on the cancel.
That's a lot of plus frames, by the way. 2 crouch strongs. You don't ever want to press a button between a string like that.
Okay. Oh, Brimstone to catch the teleport. Tries to do the jump fierce. There's the activate off of the sweep. Didn't find a mark, but gets the fireball combo right after it. Samurai going to try to fight his way out of this corner. 45 seconds left. There's that red fireball I was talking about. And there's no trigger in sight for Armika. What a confirm with the bar standing strong. Wake up. Jab should have just did the one. He's not dead, though. Oh, the body split.
Came from the top ropes. High flying maneuver.
Round 2.
That first round, game number 1, going to Chakotay. Low forward fireball. Not close enough to combo. Oh. Jump light. Gets hit by that standing strong combo into the fierce full combo conversion from Chakotay. Match is going a lot slower.
And that's the kind of time he needs to take to kind of push Samurai into this hole right now. Yeah, the Brimstone, fear of the meaties, and the command grab. No response there from Samurai. Trying to walk his way out.
Oh,
side switch.
B-skill kick on top of that.
Forward throw. Check the legs afterwards.
Armika has trigger. Do you use it on block? Do you search diligently for the hit? What's the call?
Or do you wait for V-trigger to wind down? Anytime Akuma goes airborne, she can take off with
EX wingless airplane.
That's right. So he's going to try to wait it out on the ground. He's going to be focused on that. Checking the approach. Any dashes? Any misplaced normals? Chakotay's got to be all on it. We have just about 30 seconds left on the clock. Trigger is winding down. Best believe Samurai is going to be making this move very shortly. Trigger no longer a threat here.
Armika, if she gets a hit right now, this series could kill Akuma. Almost 15 seconds left on the clock at this point. Full CA available. And two EXs for Akuma.
Oh, he ran into it on the way down. That's going to hit again. Nadeshko's not going to stop him in time. And he's going to get punished for that fierce. 2 seconds on the clock. And Samurai building the meter. So smart as well. The time over factor there from Samurai tying it up here in the first game.
Look, if this man can time out Justin Wong, he can time out anybody.
That was a good episode.
That was a really good episode. Hope you got that on your VOD. You need to make sure you watch that. I guarantee you it's a good time. Okay. Oh, backdash.
Wow.
And that's the risky part, like I said, about playing a grappler. If somebody calls out one of those command throws, it could be trouble, especially for a character like Akuma. Big crush counter. Oh no, drop combo by Samurai. Activate off the V-skill. Backdash.
Both hands in the air, and Nadeshko coming out late.
Go forward into fireball again. This match is still very winnable by Armika. Do not get hit. Especially not right now. Gets hit by that EX fireball. 2 EX. Oh, wow.
You were just about to say it. 2 more EX fireballs. Ooh. Oh, nice and easy. Chakotay falling victim to the demon flip palm.
One more game, and Samurai eliminates Chakotay from Team Psycho.
Don't give it to him.
What is the term for this? I need to know what we call that.
The 4-piece meal deal if he gets it. It's going to be the 4-piece meal deal
with the biscuit?
He gets it. You might.
The 4-piece with the biscuit?
Yeah, it usually comes to the sides. It's a pretty good option. Great value meal menu, honestly. It's pretty good. Everybody wants it on their team.
Wake up. Jab confirmed combo.
Ooh, okay. Letting the dropkick slide. And you know, Chakotay, I haven't seen him go for the command grab just yet.
Triple dropkick right there. Backdash this time around. Not charged, but look at the gray life on Akuma's bar. That means a lot to a character like him. He doesn't have much. Jumps over the fireball. Like I said, doesn't go full screen, but that's why you're comfortable playing this range versus Armika. And just the same for Chakotay.
A slight tap there. A little bit of extra damage from that gray life.
Just a tad. Actually, it was a lot because that gray life adds up. That seasoning adds up on your life bar.
Makes the hit taste great.
But look at this. Walk the entire screen at this point. Chakotay's still in control when it comes to positioning on this screen.
Plenty of time left. Chakotay fires away with a jump-in attack. Samurai rebuttals with the EX uppercut. Great call to Nadeshko. Both hands up. Nadeshko hasn't been really a factor in this set so far. Samurai doing really well evading maneuvers of Mika and Nadeshko.
Dash up Brimstone. He knows he's hesitating. That's why that command grab works. Not that time. Gets the crush. He's not dead, though.
And I like the idea. He blocks this time around. I thought it was going to be a back throw.
Red fireball for the activation. 10 seconds left on the clock. What is he going to do?
Oh, he got clipped on the way down. And Samurai with the clutch play with just a pixel left once again, putting himself at team battle point.
Uh-oh. Chakotay with a big hit. That's a lot of damage on Akuma. Check that life bar up there. Wake up EXDP. Yeah, I still got one in the chamber. Oh. Gets the crush on the sweep. This is going to give Chakotay the corner. Double Lady Mika trying to keep the pressure nice. Crouch and medium punch. Gets the side switch. No meter spent. Another reset. That's going to be the stun. Chakotay's not done. Give me some meter. We're going to one more round.
Hanging in there. A ton of meter being built. Giving him a lot of resources coming into the potential final game or final round for Team Psycho. He needs to hang in there. He needs to get this victory over Samurai to tie it all up here, to play another game in the set for the team battle. Here we go. Push, so much push to the corner already.
He wants you to have to deal with it.
Punish on the fireball. There was only one arm in the air to get the quick Nadeshko splash.
Look at the damage though. Quick was half-life damage. That's what it calls Samurai. And here's a chance. This is team battle point. Samurai in control using that trigger.
Critical art incoming. No.
Oh, what a drop. That's not good. That's going to give Chakotay one more chance of body splat.
Oh,
Tries to get the command grab.
Swing.
Samurai has done it again. For 4 times straight. 4 different weeks. This man has brought his team back from the brink, and this time taking out one of the personal boundaries, one of the personal obstacles from one of our first shows, Team Psycho. This dude, Samurai, should be holding his back. He should be. Somebody get my man a brace.
Get him a back brace, please, or ban his Akuma if you want to
ban this dude Akuma. Stop letting him get away with this murder.
I couldn't say this more. For 10 cents a day, you too can free your own Laura by banning an Akuma.
I'm telling you, every interview, if I was Samurai, I'd just be like, look, just imagine if you guys banned Akuma. Like, that'd be crazy, because then I couldn't play with him myself. We're going to take a look back at this replay. This was one of the situations that gave Chakotay a chance to come back. Miscalculation on the jab, tried to use 2 to get the combo, should have used 1, and this is one of those matches that we didn't know was going to happen. A time match, because you thought that's what was going to happen. Look at him. He said, you think I need to finish you? I could just back up.
Smart decisions all across the board from both players. It was down to the wire each and every one of these rounds, right? Chakotay had the right idea, but it's just always that pixel remaining, that pesky pixel.
Wall splat. I said wall splat, excuse me. Gets the Irish whip. That's going to be the stun. Let me get some meter on top of that. There's the back throw.
You know, like that, just in general, that critical drop from Chakotay, and then right after a drop from Samurai after this activation, right? Chakotay did have another shot. He dropped the critical art, got the extension on the combo, but still the splash and then the read from Samurai is just too good.
I would have charged that drop kick and made sure he had to block it, but he might have DP'd. He's been ready with a lot of these options to stop pressure from anybody he's faced so far. Samurai bringing it back for his team for a 4th time in this Street Fighter League. Why won't you just ban Akuma? Why? What are the answers to these questions? I believe Rip is ready with an interview with the winner. Take it away.
The answer to the question, I don't know what it is, man. This guy is ridiculous.
This man is the captain. This man is running this. I swear he deserves this right now. He's no. You running this.
The reason why we're winning is because we have 3 captains here.
3 captains on the team. Yo,
He's too nice.
Clásico.
He's too nice. It's all right. It's too nice. Let's be realistic. This man is a god right now. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
12 people in a row. Samurai, what is going on, man? You are on fire.
I don't know. I'm breathing. I'm breathing really hard.
You know, the crazy thing was earlier today, we were outside. We were talking to Tay. We were like, hey, man, you know, you're in this position with your team. You feel like you look like you're hesitating. What do you need to do? And you went up and gave him advice. You're like, you need to stop hesitating and make the decision right now. You know, everyone's freaking out. It's up to you to do it.
Yeah, because, I mean, these players are top notch. And if you give them an inch, they'll take it. So you got to be ready. You got to be fast.
Exactly, and Samurai getting it done once again. And Idom, you yourself, you know, your birdie, you were starting to get into it that time. I don't know what's going on over there, man. You feeling like you're into it with birdie or what?
My birdie should not be perfecting people, so I was a little excited.
All right, man. Well, good job to you guys. Congratulations. Let's send it on back to the desk.
I like that statement. All three of us are captains.
That's really smart.
It's
That was really humble.
uplifting the entire squad. And you know Idom's feeling it too when he's like, I shouldn't be perfecting you guys. You know he's feeling some type of way. But, you know, again, Samurai with just another three-peat. That's 4-time three-peat champion, right? He's going to hold that standard. That's got to be some record of some sort. But I'll tell you what, that's going to put them at the current second place standings, just short under Team Inferno with a 5-1 record. And then again, you see third place Team Gale, led by NuckleDu, Team Frost with Nephew, Team Spirit in fifth with Justin Wong, and you just saw them, Team Psycho, holding it down in sixth place with Toy. Again, we still have plenty more Street Fighter to go. This is the start of the second half of the round robin.
Well, look, I'm just interested to see what these guys have changed up from the first time that they played them in that round robin. They are now a lot more comfortable. They now probably have a lot more competent understanding of how to fight these separate teams. I mean, Team Storm might be a little different. Team Inferno might be a little different, but even still, there's a lot of strategy that's gone into this. If you don't believe me, just look at Samurai. They're still in the game because of it, but we already have our next match. You see it on your screen. It's going to be Team Gale versus Team Spirit, and that's what's coming up next.
Still my heart, and you stay the coming end.
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the police station.
Anybody here?
I don't like the sound of that.
We're getting out of here. Leon!
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. They're secretly making bioweapons.
Count me in.
Available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated M for mature.
We are here with our final team battle for the week. We do have the epic run back versus NuckleDu and Team Gale going up against Justin Wong and Team Spirit. Now, for those of you following along, my name is Vicious and this is Tasty Steve. Let's take a look at what happened the last time they encountered each other.
Now, if you look at this head-to-head, you can see games won are definitely on the side of Team Gale. Only 22 for Team Spirit, and 29 of those is definitely going to go to Team Gale. I mean, their team strategy has been really strong so far. NuckleDu was one of those guys who came out of the gate and said, you know what, I'm going to put myself in the middle, kind of trying to mitigate just in case someone tries to take me out or take out Shine's Ibuki. Those are the things he's been thinking about the entire time. Then you have on Team Spirit, sometimes they're going for Manat, sometimes they're going for Balrog. I can't remember if there's someone's ever actually made it so they can't play Nikali, but Psycho is a very strong player who we saw in the set a week ago, and he is super strong. So I'm really interested to see what the strategy is going to be here if they plan on beating Team Gale, and that's coming from the side of Team Spirit.
Well, they had plenty of weeks to kind of readjust because the last time they encountered each other, Gale took it over Team Spirit with a solid 3-0. So maybe Justin Wong has a new strategy up his belt with Team Spirit. Rip is standing by with those captains. Let's take a word from each captain.
Exactly, Vicious. Last time these two met, it was a full sweep from NuckleDu's team. You guys went with the Ibuki ban last time. What would you like to do this time, Justin?
We're still running it back. We don't want Shine to play, so Ibuki it is.
Wow, consistency. Ibuki still getting banned. How about you, NuckleDu? What you guys went with the Monat last time. What do you want to do this time?
We're going to keep it the same with Monat.
All right, the Monat coming back out for you guys as well. What about the player order, Justin? Because last time, the 3-0 was potentially because of the player order.
Today, the player order for this one will be Brian F, myself, and Psycho going third.
All right, so Brian F first, Justin Wong, and then Psycho. Dude, what's your player order going to be?
It's going to be me first, and then Shine, and then RobTV.
All righty, there you have it. Brian F versus NuckleDu to kick things off here. Let's send it back to Vicious and Tasty Steve.
All right, well, a huge change here from Gale sending himself up. NuckleDu, the team captain, going up, front lining it against Team Spirit. He's going to be going up against Brian F.
Yeah, and this time, Brian F's going to get to use his Balrog. Abigail's nowhere near bad. It just, some of these guys know how to fight an Abigail, and he hasn't been getting the traction that he's wanted, right? But now we're going to see what this Balrog could do. We're going to see what he can do versus none other than NuckleDu. And what character will NuckleDu play? We're about to find out. But he's had access to Guile for quite some time, and we've only seen it a handful of times since this season has begun.
And one other thing is that Shine hasn't been able to play Ibuki since we started. That's been a very interesting conversational piece. Shine's still working on that jury each and every week. We'll see how it works out for Team Gale as they already have their players set, the bands picked, and they're getting ready to rumble in just a few more moments after this break.
This is the path of my destiny. Dare you challenge the king? This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
Another team battle coming your way here at Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1. We just passed the halfway mark here. My name is Tasty. My name is Tasty Steven. This is Vicious, actually. I'm totally kidding with you.
Yeah, that's me.
We're changing that up. I got a lot less hair nowadays, It's just gonna, that's how it's gonna rock. I just looked into his eyes and I'm him now. I am him now. That's how it's going to be. But I'll tell you what, NuckleDu already setting up shop here against Brian F. It's going to be Cammy versus Balrog. Exactly what you were thinking. You were asking yourself, Which character is NuckleDu going to pick this time? He did play Guile, I feel like not too much these last couple of weeks.
No, I mean, like I said, we've only seen his Guile a handful of times at this point. But going to Cammy in this matchup, damage is definitely going to be on the side of Balrog. But Cammy's going to have that movement. A good call by her. She's going to keep that momentum the entire time. NuckleDu's known for this, and I want to see if Mr. Brian F is going to let him get away with it.
I feel like this is one of the characters that Brian F, or just majority of the roster in Street Fighter, has a tough time against. It's Cammy right here, and we're going to see a lot of the tools revolving around Cammy's buffered. Stand Fierce is one of them, for sure. Stand Medium Kick is also a pain for Balrog to kind of move around.
Man, that crouch confirm right there. That was wild.
Back-to-back target combos. Yeah, he got the throw right afterwards. That knockdown. Hovering in and out of that range, he understands what NuckleDu's game plan was.
Tries to go for a reset after that one. Wow. Ooh.
Fundamentals.
Brian F.
Round 2.
Brian.
Fight.
I love those checks. I love those checks. It says so much about Brian F's confidence. The fact that he does that. Jump just in case.
My goodness, he understands how this matchup should be played. You know, he's played a lot of Cammys before in general on his stream, right? He's had so much practice against the guys from NLBC.
Oh, no anti-air this time, tick throw.
Yeah, he's definitely practiced against the likes of Dan Slip, another famed Cammy player. Oh. And he's exercising those back dashes really well.
You can't whip punish anything you ain't going on.
I'm gonna change the stage. Oh, yeah.
Not showing too much frustration on the side of NuckleDu.
Small talking back and forth there. NuckleDu doesn't seem too bothered by losing that first game, and Brian F just seems as collected as always. So this second game is going to be very important. If NuckleDu goes down early, that puts Brian F and Team Spirit in really, really good position.
Already off to a great start for Team Spirit. Now you're wondering why NuckleDu hasn't switched off to Guile or anything. Fact of the matter is, this format, once you've picked your character for this team battle, you are locked in place with that character. So even if Cammy did move on for NuckleDu, right? NuckleDu still moves back to the queue. He still has to use that Cammy the next time around. That's been the format. That's been the structure.
Yeah, that's been the case the entire time. Not going to be able to switch. These are all double blind pick matches. These characters are all pre-selected.
Oh my goodness, he's checking to see. He doesn't want to do too much heavy movement, right? Quick gut checks, the jabs, the shorts.
Ooh. Oh, stayed on the same side. NuckleDu, really slick. Just detect the throw. You can tell Brian F is awake. Walks out of that throw range once again, but still in the corner. Ducks under the high. Didn't react to it. Gonna put a little more damage on the end of it. He does have V-trigger at this point, and he is inching his way forward. There's the activation off the V-skill.
Oh, barely missing the mark on that anti-air. NuckleDu manages to snipe him out with that jump roundhouse, altering his hurt box at the very, very last second. Very sneaky stuff from NuckleDu, getting the first round of game 2.
What a contest right there.
Target combo, he gets a lot of mileage out of it. Ooh, swinging away, no confirm off of that.
Oh, the neutral jump just to stop the dive kick. And now you see NuckleDu turning that offense up. Tries to go for a throw. Brian F still awake and working on a stun now. But that V-reversal saved him. That neutral jump, once again, they are just slugging it out right now. But the life lead is in favor of NuckleDu.
Oh, again, stopping him mid-air. Both V-triggers active, or excuse me, ready for both players. Ooh, that could have been very punished. Nice, checking the lows as well. NuckleDu getting game number 2 pretty quickly. He did take note that he is taking to the skies a lot more. He's spending that meter for the EX Hooligan to go into the dive kick, which leaves him at a very advantageous position to apply more pressure afterwards. And even so, if he doesn't have the meter, he's going to go airborne with the dive kick. He's changing up his trajectory, keeping Brian F on his toes, and that's exactly what Team Spirit was talking about going into this next match. Trying to keep track of him going airborne. It's really tough right now.
Yeah, you can tell right now that Brian F is reaching. Speaking of reaching, gets the activation. Small reset goes for the low instead, but still pushes all the way to the other side, spins that entire trigger. But once again, changing up that angle coming in from the air. NuckleDu finds his way in with Cammy, threads the needle. It's going to be one more round, and he is going to take this match. Still, Brian F has a chance here.
Okay, double dash kind of closed the gap. Doesn't want to give NuckleDu any chance to breathe. Nice confirm there from the low forward. Getting that spiral arrow, swinging away, buffering that Fierce.
At the tail end right there, still gets clipped by that standing Fierce. Nice block by Brian F. Getting out of the corner, and NuckleDu is just going in when it comes to the offense.
Ooh.
Catches on the legs, look at the stun, gets the crush counter, misses the follow-up, had a combo. Oh, man.
Brian F hasn't been able to stop NuckleDu's air approach at all. Target combo canceled into the V trigger.
Okay, forward throw, he's got a chance. Needs to the back throw.
Barely off the mark, activation for himself.
Walks
NuckleDu
out of the
corners
corner,
himself.
misses the throw. Blocking so well. Text the throw. Brian F still has a chance. Give me a roll.
Oh, that could have gone into critical art. There's still a chance.
40 seconds left on the clock. Full CA. Brian F's going to hit the brakes on anything at this point because he can just EX right through any retaliation, especially after some of these quick moves. And there's the throw. And that's not for lack of trying. That is not for lack of trying. You see how Brian F turned that whole thing around, just basing it off of defense, just to try to make sure he can get that final hit. He did have an opportunity to confirm in the CA, but you probably wasn't looking for it. These tense situations calls for like a lot, right? So if you get that straight hit, even though if you can, you do have the ability in game to do it. Sometimes you're not looking for it. Sometimes that move is a setup for the next move, and unfortunately it didn't work out for Brian F. He's going to be eliminated from this team battle. NuckleDu is going to go on, and we're going to get the next two contestants, one of which will be Justin Wong.
Starting off pretty strong for Team Gale, looking to repeat themselves after the first time they encountered each other. Now Justin Wong up to bat, going up against Shine, who does not have his main character. Same can be said for the likes of Justin Wong. No mains here. It's going to be double secondaries in this 2 out of 3.
Well, good thing for Shine. He has multiple secondaries, right? He has a Karen. He has a Jury that we've seen before, so he'll be okay no matter what. But then Justin can basically do, I feel like he can do a lot. He has a Falk that we've seen before. They've already banned his Manat.
That's the character he used the first time they encountered each other.
I wonder if he's changed his mind. Let's see what he does.
I'm looking forward to the Karen pick, honestly, because we have seen him use Karen in an offensive manner. Now we've studied Justin Wong for years as he's developed into a better player, more so with Minot in his competitive career, right? But when we went back, when he was forced to go back into Karen, watching him play offense was absolutely ridiculous. It's like he never skipped a beat.
It was really cool, actually. Uh-oh, he highlights the Karen, and there it is.
I'm a fan. I'm honestly a fan.
Obviously.
Like, not just of the character, right? Just the way he plays. He's able to switch it up and just flip the switch, essentially. Going from defense to offense, the way he controls the space. I've had a chance before in Season 1 to play up against Justin Wong's Karen, and just the way his presence when it comes to controlling the neutral with the normal spaced out is it's a whole different story when you play it against, or play against him, excuse me. Shine going with the Nikali pick, not the Jury. He's also done this from time to time. RobTV giving him just a little bit of advice before they head into this match. Here we go, first game.
He's all smiles too, that's another thing. Remember when they first played though, this team.
Ooh, the counter hit conversions. Yeah, crouch strong into stand fierce, that's counter hit only.
Okay, fights his way out, gets a small combo. Yeah, when these guys first met, Justin actually got beat up pretty bad by RobTV. Just rushed him down in a lot of those instances, and made Justin, just second guess a lot of his options, and that's what got him the W. This time, another opponent, Shine from Team Gale. Okay.
I like that. Yeah, just kind of whiffing the normal to kind of make you think there's a meaty coming or even like a trap coming. Gets the back throw instead, doing a ton of damage.
Backs up a little bit, just
whiff punish.
Swinging at a bad range. Dash up, EX command throw. Walk up, standing strong. Standing medium kick to send him on his way.
Oh, I like that conversion. Still damage on the board. Got himself the V-trigger activation. Exactly what he needs here. Continuing the combo off the Fierce. The knockdown, the damage, close to stun. Any sequence.
The crush. Double roundhouse. Confirm into trigger. And now NuckleDu has a chance. Shines NuckleDu has a chance. Full CA. He can confirm. Justin also with a CA of his own now. That trigger gonna stay on for the rest of this round. None in sight for Karen. Time. Like just about even.
Oh,
cashes
that's
out.
enough.
That's gonna be CA.
Oh my goodness, the patience from Justin Wong. Crouch jab conversion. That's not enough.
But you said it wasn't.
Did I?
Yeah.
I was saying that was pretty clutch. It wasn't over though. I'll tell you what, Shine does have a chance as well. If he lands his critical art, oh, spoke too soon. The fortitude.
Had to get in close. Me personally, I would have been using that Seismo. I ain't see him use it anymore once he activated. But you know what I'm saying? This is one of Shine's secondaries, right? So he's probably not going to be instantly able to switch back and forth between those options. Not instantly. Might need a few rounds or two. I feel like Shine would do very well with a tool like Seismo, being able to control that neutral a little better. Big jump in.
Ooh. Gets the damage as well as that carry. Good amount of meter on Shine's behalf. The crush counter, he's been catching Justin Wong a good amount of times with the placement of his roundhouses.
Gets the target right after.
Breaking the lemon crate, come on.
Oh.
I like the side switch. Back-to-back roundhouses. Seismo, he just needs one more to get that V gauge filled up. There it is, yes sir. Raw activation if he gets the space, but he's gonna go for the low forward activation, a lot safer. No sir, no command grab.
That EX for Sinha catches him low with the crouching strong. This isn't good. Ooh, beat out whatever that was. Maybe an EX command throw? Justin chuckling like a villain.
Round 2.
That laugh, it was funny.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what that flash was. You might be right. It could have been anything but the uppercut.
It wasn't an EXDP.
That's right, yeah. Because if it was, it would have been fully invulnerable on the startup of it. It would have been able to stuff Justin Wong. But again, Shine now trapped in his corner, fighting his way out, stomps his way out, excuse me. Nice whiff punish there. Now he's ready and more in tune with the roundhouse placement from NuckleDu. Okay, stand fierce. I was going to say roundhouse.
Skill. The reversal grabs it with the EX on top of it. Just walking up, tries to dash up with a check.
Critical art. Steve, this is definitely gonna kill. All right, let me tell you something.
Okay.
He's gonna spin him around. Boom. I'm calling it now. Definitive kill.
It's even more funny because Justin used the sponsor.
I didn't believe you would use it.
Shine himself. He used the fly Shine
Yeah,
around the country to compete. So you know that Justin's aware of just how good Shine is. But unfortunately, he's not going to be good enough to defeat Justin Wong. He goes down in the queue, and we got our next two players sitting up as we speak. That's going to be Psycho for Team Spirit and my boy RobTV for Team Gale.
Yeah, Rob's been looking pretty nice with his with the multitude of characters he presents to the table. He also has a NuckleDu if he wanted to, but he does mainly practice with Guile and Karen. Right? I'm kind of curious to see who he's going to pick. Guile is available as an option, which is why we might have seen NuckleDu stick with Cammy, because you can't have copies of characters. That's right. You can't have the copies of characters on the same team. So NuckleDu, being the captain that he is, he's making that sacrifice, but he's making it work for himself. Right? He's been getting a good amount of wins with this Cammy, allowing RobTV to play at maximum potential each and every one of these team battles.
Well, that's what happens when you have a very strong captain with multiple characters under his belt. We've spoke about this the entire season so far, which players have multiple characters to deal with. And me and you and I both have seen and watched him play with multiple characters and multiple top 8s just to fit the occasion. So having a player like NuckleDu as a captain opens up a whole field of possibilities, and even when he's sitting behind you giving you advice, you know there's something good coming from. Same thing comes for Team Spirit, right?
Sure,
You have a technician like Brian F sitting right behind you.
That's a great word for it.
That's something that you can take to the bank. You know that what he tells you is sound information. And then you have one of the greatest fighting minds ever, Justin Wong, on your other side. It's like two good angels. No bad, just good. So here's the
and then Psycho's the actual human between.
Exactly.
Making the decisions with both of those great figures on his shoulders right now. Team Spirit with their final another member on up to bat, Psycho, excuse me. So again, it's still tied up here. You see on the top left and right side of your screen how many members are remaining from each team. Team Gale with 2 players apiece, same with Team Spirit, 2 players apiece.
Swinging at that 0 range. There's a back throw. RobTV, he's a very aggressive character. We've seen him play Justin. We've seen him play other people. He knows how to get in and impose his will.
Ooh, that was interesting. Yeah, that poke crouch strong. Clipped him. It's such an active, normal counter hit.
What's crazy is RobTV actually could have closed out. He actually just lost the ball right there trying to go for an EX. Crouching jab to stop the command throw. RobTV takes that first round.
Round 2. Fight.
Full critical art on deck for RobTV. Any sort of Tenko opener can lead to a gang of damage.
Oh yeah. Low forward counter hit.
Whoo!
Okay.
There it is. Okay, I like that. Good amount of damage to carry and building that V gauge as well with the V skill. Just missed the mark. Is Psycho with that V skill usage.
Psycho trying to get that trigger.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he knows the range. He knew he was going to go for the shorter version.
Backs up. I like the consciousness of Psycho to play at such a really good range. Spins that 1 EX. Wanted to kill, but it didn't work out. Brave enough to dash up, double crouch short. No test there for Mr. RobTV.
Final round.
You know, Psycho, one keen thing about him is that he's done so well keeping it ambiguous with when he wants to let the EX uppercuts rip. Now, I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's a very vital tool to have, being able to keep yourself having that tool to kind of negate the pressure coming forward, swinging the momentum, getting that damage, and not keeping yourself predictable for a giant punish, right?
Oh, that's correct. That is correct.
Checking afterwards, the low forward, no confirms there from RobTV. Psycho managed to get that strong, pushing him away with the disguidance to activation off the roundhouse.
Yeah, the tail end of that roundhouse, not close enough to get a follow-up, close enough to get this EX command throw after that whiff, though. Push to the corner, goes for the neutral jump. Those dashes are a little faster. RobTV, you got to be ready. Gets the sweep. There's the activation. Trade on the DP. There's another forward throw. Psycho.
Didn't we just talk about that? We just talk about the uppercut placement. To trade it off, benefits for Psycho.
I really like what he's doing gameplay-wise. There's a lot of things that you can take away from him playing this way. Makes RobTV second guess his options. A lot of strategy going on the side over here for Team Spirit.
Very, very valid point, though. You know, if you second guess your offense, it gives NuckleDu that much more space.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
get that opening. Yeah,
he's gonna wedge something in there and open the door with an EXDP.
Invite all his homies in. He's like,
he
hey,
just
it's a
likes
party
to break
now.
and enter. That's all he does. He's like, you know what? Oh, there's a gap. Guess what? Crack EXDP. I'm in this bad boy.
House parties.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, it's a vacant lot. Let's go.
Let's get in here. Psycho taking that game away from RobTV. All right, here we go. Back in. Eruption of power. That's going to be trigger 2 on the side of Psycho.
So we have seen from time to time is when he does let that eruption of power rip off of a knockdown. He kind of spits out a projectile. It's a slow-moving projectile, but it's very, very active, used in meaty situations. Oh, okay. Barely missing that jump in. Medium kick to kind of check Psycho. Counter poking away. RobTV finds the opening off the low forward into the Tenko. Nice tech there from Psycho.
Oh.
A lot of reluctancy here to press the buttons from Psycho, and that's the kind of thing there. Rob was going back and forth with those ranges. Ran into the buffered normal. blocked the disc guidance afterwards, and now it's just an onslaught. Spending that bar, opening up the restaurant. You're open when I say you're open.
Right.
Oh, now I gotta fix that door. Come on now. We just paid for that door.
Jump in hard points, get to confirm.
Oh, you're knocking her down too. Come on now. Side switch, you bet.
Oh, EX.
Nice stop there. Stand jab. Okay.
You get that sometimes. You get that hit and you're like, obviously I need to keep going. Psycho says, no, I know how this works. I'm going to take my jab, wake up, EXDP. You thought I was going to stop? I told you. I'm going to wedge that door open and take what I want.
We just talked about this. Psycho does have that placement ready. He knows how to negate that pressure, the momentum, but still, RobTV unfazed.
Runs it back, dabs him up, and then... Wow. I like the advice that NuckleDu is giving his team right now is top notch. You see Shine still paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting on the sideline, but it's okay, baby. We can all learn together. RobTV taking that second game, and once again, the deliberation begins. You got Justin Wong and Brian F on your side. They can give you very valuable information. They are watching, and I feel like it's only a couple people who've been successfully taking advantage of that, man. Duel Kevin was one of those guys. He pulls out a dry erase board, and he's like, look, what you should have did was, you should have did this. He's going to do this.
He gives you the full John Madden. Here, you saw the play over here. You got the stab back here.
Boom. V-trigger activate. No.
Boom, there's the bunny. Should have ripped you that. Get him a whiteboard.
Right. Oh, gets the counter hit this time.
The reset, we haven't seen that since season 3.
Oh, this is not good. There's the stun. Psycho in trouble right now. There's going to be a lot of damage on the side of RobTV.
You're dead. No, you're actually dead. He built that one bar for the EX Orochi, does a ton of damage, gets that crumple state, allows you to do the kicks. We broke down the door. Come on, we just fixed it.
We just fixed it. These guys were here fighting the other day.
That was just 2 hours ago, Steve.
You're RobTV. Like I said before, he likes to rush you down. Another forward throw in the corner. Psycho doesn't know what to do. He takes another throw really close to stun, and there's the overhead. And this is a dangerous situation, and the round will go to RobTV as he makes it count with a perfect.
Let's go.
Got the golden 7 letters, the 24-karat magic going on with RobTV, feeling the vibes with Team Gale, looking very strong as Team Spirit. Their only remaining member is their team captain, Justin Wong.
And I told you before, the last time that these guys played, Team Gale played, they were the first people to give Team Spirit a 3-0 loss. Now, things are a little different this time around because wins were had. However, now you have to beat NuckleDu. And then you have to beat RobTV. RobTV is the person that rushed Justin down to no end to take that first game pretty convincingly, and that put them in the spot that they're in now. So this is a chance for redemption for Team Spirit. They're going to need some spirit right now.
One of the things that is different from the last time they encountered each other, it wasn't a full sweep, right? We did have Justin Wong getting that W on the board, but it was with a different character.
Yes,
this time around, he's not using Falk, he's using Karen, his old main from seasons past, right? He played up against Shine, who also had a character taken away from him using that jury. So, that being said, Justin Wong needs to take out the team captain as well as RobTV awaiting in the rafters.
A little team camaraderie right there before they get this match started. I like to see the teams getting closer, you know. Been here for some weeks now.
Karen versus Cammy, a matchup Duel should definitely be familiar with. He's used this character against the likes of Karen before. Now, I was just thinking, you know, in a hypothetical situation, what if, like, NuckleDu had RobTV and El Chakotay, or actually, what if it was one of those situations where he had a Cammy main on his team, couldn't use Cammy, and then RobTV uses Guile, couldn't use Guile, and then he'd be forced to play Armika? Again, he has so many characters.
He has a lot. That's what's good about having NuckleDu as a captain, because you get multiple characters. He's a very versatile player. He's a Swiss Army knife captain. He's like, you play who? And you play who? All right, it's cool. I can still have 2 characters that I can play.
Well, let's see how sharp he plays against Justin Wong here, getting that Cammy pick versus Karen. For the most part, they're going to engage in this neutral kind of back and forth normal game, right? Up until the point Cammy decides to get in the range. Oh, wait a minute. Walking into the buffer normal is Justin Wong. Got the block and the punish off the spiral arrow.
That crouching medium kick. You see Justin putting these buttons right there in that normal. He does not want NuckleDu to walk up. See that standing medium kick? Standing light kick, another one of those good tools from Cammy. That in and out from Justin Wong has got him about 50% life off of Cammy's life bar so far.
There was an attempt from NuckleDu trying to jump, possibly getting a dive kick setup going, but there's that activation. All that life taken away allows him to possibly get in with the V trigger. Okay, jumping blocked from Justin Wong. It was just a jump roundhouse.
Yeah, no anti-air. And still, that gray life just adding up on the side of Karen. Oh, cashes out, gets more. That's more like a Fierce worth of damage right there.
Oh my goodness, look at the red on the bar.
That's that damage though. EXDP once again. I have one too. Throw. Oh, that stun went down. That's going to give Justin another chance. It's only because he got that EX for Sinha. Gave him a little space. Oh, sweep. There's a backdash. Needs to be careful. He knows Justin wants to activate and walk out of that corner. Standing medium kick is going to be the tool to slow him down. First round. Game one between these two is going to go to NuckleDu.
The last time NuckleDu decided to use that medium kick, I saw Justin Wong respond. Wait a minute. Drop the Tango conversion. Okay, wait. I'll hold that thought. NuckleDu now on the offensive. 2 back-to-back throws here. That's what I'm talking about. Medium kick to medium kick connection, right? NuckleDu.
Oh, gets the crush this time. You go medium, I go hard kick. But this time jumps out of the corner, V reversal to keep it going.
What an interesting way to switch sides there from Justin Wong. Not spending the meter. He wants to save it. Plus frames afterwards. Don't press a button if you see that elbow blocked.
Stand medium kick once again. Justin finding his way back. There's a raw V skill double dash up stand light kick. NuckleDu takes the option of just backing up. I don't blame him. He has full CA looking for an opening. He has trigger. He can do a lot of damage. Spins one of those bars to get in with an EX dive kick. Activates trigger on the rebound. Justin content with just holding back right now. Pretty close to the middle of the screen, those medium kicks.
Ooh, no EX for Senha to rebuttal that jump and dive kick approach. You saw the hooligan come out, the medium kick clipped it on the way up. NuckleDu trying to close the gap again. Trigger winding down, you can expect a dive kick, and there it is.
Oh, clips the
that should be enough. Not quite.
Didn't want to spin the meter, but still gets the crouching strong to close out. 1 round apiece. Match number 1.
Final round.
The amount of resources on both players, right? NuckleDu sitting on full critical art. Justin Wong with just a little over 2 bars. Whoop, okay. Just out of range to get punished.
The crush. Spin that bar.
That's so hard to do.
Spins it all. EXDP. It's pretty spot on for a whiff punish with the crouching strong. Justin, is that you?
I like pointing my question like, wait a minute. This is not the Justin I'm used to.
Look at this walking back and forth from Justin. This is the Justin I like to see. Just biding his time.
Oh no.
Finds a way in. He doesn't have CA, so he's not in too bad a shape. But if he gets one more hit, there's the confirm. No bar. Spins it just to get the damage, but he's still in kill range because of the CA. NuckleDu can close out. Justakid do the same. Be careful. He spins one bar to get in, and that is almost it.
The extra Senha breaking free.
Look at Justin. Look at Justin. He's like, you thought? He said, you want to go crazy? We can get crazy. Justin, that was your arcade stick. I said we can get crazy.
I like that idea. Whoo. That was a very close call. Now NuckleDu, hold on, wait a minute.
RobTV, of course, the person that stopped Justin last time, delivering that finishing blow to Team Spirit to take that first W over those guys. But here we go. Game number 2.
I kind of wonder what RobTV had to say about that exchange, because, you know, that was a very risky maneuver that Justin Wong pulled with that EX for Senha, right? Had it been blocked, it would have went the other way. And it's just, I felt like it was a flip of a coin, to be honest with you.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, that's going to be a punish. Answers back, gets the counter hit. That's going to give him standing fierce. And these guys are just slugging right now. Life definitely in favor of Justin right now.
EX uppercut. That's the old NuckleDu we've seen these past couple of weeks. Under pressure. Oh, missed the punish!
Look at this pressure, Justin Wong.
Up an entire game, now at match point against NuckleDu.
He is the last remaining player on Team Spirit, the captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Lead us to glory. Tries to go for the anti-air. Not this time. There's a throw into the corner. NuckleDu does not have any points on the board in this set versus Justin so far. In this match versus Justin, excuse me.
The pressure with the stand medium kicks just at that range to bully Justin Wong in this corner. Side switch after the stand, short anti-air, unconventional, but it did the job.
Justin was still ready though. Blocks to follow up, activate after the sweep is blocked. There's a back throw. Justin back in control now. Still life lead on the side of NuckleDu, and that's going to make it going in even lower with that confirm from that standing fierce. Uses an EX to try to get in. Justin backs up and gives him a little space.
Sweep connects. Oh, low forward uppercut. Going for that route, he has to. EX% now firing away again. He thought NuckleDu was going to fall victim twice. No, sir.
Final round.
Not today.
Fight.
That was a very deep dive kick. He's still contested with the crouch jab. Very surprising stuff. The reason why it leaves Kemi at such a plus advantage.
Yeah, depending on how you hit on the body, it's very, very deceptive. And sometimes you just question whether you want to attack or not.
Really curious about that angle. Justin Wong still trying to keep his way out of the corner. He's still fighting back and forth, abusing and using that walk speed, I'm telling you.
And look at the spacing. Took one step back, one step forward, went right in the V skill, made him block it, but that did stop NuckleDu. He takes the offensive and takes off about 40% life from Karen. And in and out, Justin just down back, and he has full resources. Tried to contest again. We talked about it. CA on the table for Justin.
No longer a threat is that V-trigger. It's all gone. Justin Wong uses for those last two Rekkas.
Justin can close out this game between him and NuckleDu if he gets that low forward confirmed in the CA EX% high.
Okay.
That's going to give NuckleDu another chance though. He's going to have to do a whole combo. He's going to want to take NuckleDu out right now and close out this match. NuckleDu seems diligent. He seems like he's ready to go the distance though.
Uh-oh, one hit. That's it. Yeah, uppercut, the follow, and that's going to tie it up NuckleDu.
Dude, let's go, bro.
He punched him.
Bro. Let's go.
Punched him right in the arm. He almost fell forward.
Just punch him in the face.
Let's go, bro.
We're the best. Question twice.
You can mess with them.
Always good games. Always good games.
When it comes to Street Fighter, that's what you can expect. Justin Wong, NuckleDu all tied up one apiece here. Big time punish.
Yeah, that sweep from Karen is pretty difficult to punish, even if you are Cam. He tries to go for a throw. Still in the hit stun though.
Nice punish on the V-scale usage there. A little bit too far out. Best believe NuckleDu is the kind of guy to anticipate that and punish accordingly.
Oh yeah. Takes the throw this time. Tries to swing back. Standing fierce. Justin's life lead is dwindling right now. NuckleDu getting more confident as the round goes on. 63 seconds left on the clock, and trigger is active. Tries to dash up and get the throw. Small check from Justin and Karen. Back to the wall, walk up throw. That's going to be a lot of life. It was a little gray up there as well.
Ooh, could have got a conversion after that stand strong. Wait. Yeah, good blocks there from Justin.
Ooh. I take that throw.
Conversion? Critical art? Yes, sir. Way to catch that low forward. Oh, so deceptive.
That's gonna put Justin on game point right here. And he would have to fight RobTV right after. Excuse me, Sean.
No, it's RobTV.
Oh, it's
you got it right.
RobTV.
You got it right the first time, yeah. A little deceptive though, because NuckleDu does have a ton of meter on his side. You know, he is at a deficit with the rounds, but there's the punish he wanted the first round. He does have multiple ways of getting in and can convert to a lot of damage if he uses the meter.
Anti-air.
Oh, that was unfortunate because he was on the other side. He wanted to buffer into the command dash instead. Got the Muujin.
Checking on the legs. Not going to spend any meter this time. Use the V skill. There's the crush. Lots of damage for Justin. And the reset for the throw. What a read. Justin Wong still alive. The spirit.
Good stuff.
The back throw.
I got mixed there.
I definitely got mixed too, Brian. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's going to do it. NuckleDu goes down to Justin Wong. This is looking a little different from the first time these guys played many, many weeks ago. And here we are, the final player on Spirit, Justin Wong, has revitalized his team. They still have one more chance. RobTV is going to be the next person to play. And like I said, he is the guy who defeated Justin last time.
Does Team Gale have the gusto to take on the Spirit? That is Justin Wong. Here we go. It's going to be Karen on Karen. Again, you know, I honestly feel like both players are well versed in the mirror match.
Oh, yeah.
They both have a friend in Punk who could help them practice this said matchup, right? So I'm really curious to see how this plays out off paper, right? The way they interact with each other, the way they make these reads against each other. I want to see who breaks first.
Well, we're definitely going to find out. I can tell you that. Justin's been in this situation quite some time before on many different games, on many different stages. So I'm pretty sure he's used to the pressure. However, like I said, this dude, RobTV, is one of the guys to beat here. And just in this entire league, he's one of the guys to beat. He has a lot of experience, up and coming. You can tell he's super hungry to get that victory. And most importantly, he's already beat Justin once.
We're down to the final two members here in our last team battle of the week. Thank you guys so much so far for tuning in. This has only been the first week of the second half of the season here at Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1.
All right, the mirror match. Let's see what Justin can do. Can he bring Spirit back? Take this win, make it count, move up in the ranks.
Change the fate of history forever.
Gets the crush, jumps out of the corner. Wake up buttons from RobTV. And this is kind of how we saw that last game go, that first time that they played. Super aggressive play. There's the activation from Justin.
Ooh, nice confirm there from RobTV. Low forward, looking a little punk-like. Back-to-back confirms there from Justin Wong now.
Side switch, forward throw. I wonder what he learned watching all these other people play RobTV. Taking his time, anti-air, stays on the same side. No anti-air from Justin.
Now again, it's really hard to kind of anti-air, but you'd have to spin the meter, right? At those sharp angles, Karen cannot afford to miss an anti-air.
Just backs up. Checks the backdash this time. Goes for the overhead. Life in favor of RobTV in this first round. But he has CA. You have to be careful. Tries to go for the throw. Justin says not this time.
No flinching.
Checks him and spins only one bar. Justin takes that first round and it was calm, cool, and collected as ever.
Excellent start there for Justin Wong, just about tied up in the meter there. Now, fun fact between these two, the last time they engaged in this team battle format, RobTV decimated Justin Wong's Falk. It's a whole different story right now as Justin Wong takes the lead. Man, the sound of those buttons sound
Look
real
at
good.
how much life he's lost in less than 15 seconds. Justin checking out with some of that gray life as well as just pushing RobTV to the corner. V-reversal to try to get that momentum back. Man, okay.
She hits like a truck, Steve. Using that meter. RobTV getting throw. Oh no, Justin Wong with the back throw now. He's backing off. Activation, best believe it. Low forward check. Nothing from RobTV. He's not flinching.
I love that patience. I love the patience from Justin Wong. Gets a little added damage to that throw because of the gray life.
Ooh.
Low for, oh, he's done.
Ran into it. I think if I saw it correctly, RobTV might have tried to go with that V skill. He did some sort of advancing movement that looked like it, and Justin clipped him with the stand roundhouse.
Yeah, that was a really good call out by Justin. Justin's neutral control was looking really good that last match. You see RobTV taking some advice from his team captain. Team Gale.
That's the kind of patience you could expect from a new father.
Oh, yeah.
He's got all the patience in the world now.
You got to take some patience to change a diaper, man. You never know. That's a dangerous corner to go down, man.
It gets everywhere, Steve.
All right, here we go. Potentially the last game here if Justin can close it out versus RobTV.
Round one. Fight.
You can see RobTV playing a little further back and just go stationary for that last hit. That's going to give Justin a chunk of E skill.
Ooh. Okay. Checking with that V-skill, like we mentioned before, a ton of V-gauge on both ends, actually. Justin Wong building it with a crush counter. RobTV, the other hand, building it with damage.
Yeah, the bad way.
Oh, big time punish.
Doesn't take you out of this match, obviously. Side switch.
Oh my goodness, that's a counter hit exclusive, by the way. Stand strong in the low forward. Back throw. RobTV does have trigger. He's going to activate it. No flinching. Yeah, you're going to spend it.
You better spend it. You've seen how many times Justin has come back. He had full CA too. So you know if he would have hit you with a low forward, you would have been in the exact same situation. RobTV says, not today, bro.
Round 2.
One round on the board for RobTV, but still needs to get a game to tie it up with Justin Wong. Ooh.
Yeah, that V skill. We talked about him getting it the wrong way, but that gave him the game.
Yeah, it all worked out in his favor, right? That roundhouse activation is just so strong, and now you get to activate it off of the sweep, which is a very, very lengthy normal. No counter hit conversion there off the straight jab, but the stand strong gives you a lot of frames to execute the rest of that command dash into the tanko. Boom, boom.
Still alive.
He's not dead yet. Switch sides on him.
Yep. Forward throw. He has full CA, so he can definitely do this. I hope you don't count Justin out. Crouch jab, now you can count him out.
I believe he's dead.
Yeah. And now you can see NuckleDu giving his expertise. He's checking the battle logs right now. He's like, I remember when I fought Justin. Pulls up his eye patch, I lost tonight, but I learned that he liked to throw after.
I've experienced the lame gameplay. I've been to the battlefield.
I've been there and back to the end of time. That's what we call those matches when I fight Justin.
As soon as he puts the headset back on, rookie.
These kids don't know anything about fighting Justin Wong. I'm only 21 and I've fought him 48 times in tournament and topping all the time. All right, here we go. Last game of this team battle. Wow.
I've been in top 3 since you've been born. Longer than you've been born.
You had to play your way to top 3. I was born in it. Straight fast.
I like that crouch fears to kind of get a late tech. RobTV really testing Justin Wong's patience here in the button selection.
Knife just about even. Just chipping away. Uh-oh. Raw damage coming from RobTV.
Activation there from the roundhouse of Justin Wong, getting the back throw instead. RobTV not flinching again. The sweep activation instead, firing right back.
Jabs him. Forward throw. Justin gonna stop that pressure coming from RobTV. Goes right for CA, and this is gonna put him on team battle point versus Justin Wong on the verge with the potential to upset and defeat Justin Wong again here in the second part of this round robin.
The biggest piece of advice that NuckleDu gave to RobTV, he's like, you know what, Justin Wong, in this kind of situation, he's going to play lane even more so. So you just have to keep running. You got to go apply this pressure until he cracks. And he's doing so successfully. Rasen Han, not quite the stun. Back throw, that should just be enough. He's going to build the meter for it. Oh, it's not over yet.
Justin.
Uh-oh. It's the classic story. We've seen it so many times as veterans of the FGC. I lied to you. Oh, RobTV, go off.
Let's go! What?
What a team battle. What a result. Justin just so close.
Wow.
So close to getting his run back and claiming the victory from RobTV, who defeated him in the early weeks of this league. But he says, no, sir. No. I know who you are. I'm going to beat you with your own character. And RobTV gains the W for Team Gale and NuckleDu. Really good set there. That was a really good set.
Excellent set. Down to the wire. Another W under the belt of Team Gale over Team Spirit. Again, this is the same kind of result we expected, but significantly closer since the last time they engaged in battle. Now let's take a look at the inside with the team captains, NuckleDu, and waiting with the Team Gale. Rip, take it away.
Alrighty, I'm here with the winners. First and foremost, congratulations, you guys. You guys had a hard-fought victory there. You guys really had to put in a lot of work. Justin Wong really stepped up to the plate. How you feeling, Rob?
Oh, I feel amazing right now, man. I just want to say that, you know, I'm glad with how I'm playing, but I can't express to you how much when you guys see on the screen that they're talking to me in my ear in between rounds and stuff like that. These are very experienced players, and I feel like we have the best captain in this tournament. So I'm blessed to even be on this team, and they have a lot to do with the wins that I've been getting.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we got to remember back to draft day even, you were the guy who wasn't even selected. You were like by default put onto NuckleDu's team, right? Yeah. Justin, he kind of put you aside just because you guys have the same character, and now you actually got to beat him not once but twice here with 2 of his different characters. That's got to feel pretty good too.
Oh yeah, it definitely feels amazing. I mean, I look at Justin Wong as easily the greatest American fighting game player of all time, at least as far as Street Fighter and actually maybe in general. So it feels amazing, and being on a team with 2 titans like NuckleDu and Shine, I definitely want to make sure that I'm actually carrying my own weight instead of just rolling along. And I think that I'm showing America that I am of that echelon.
I think you have definitely done so here. Congratulations once more to you guys. I'm sure we'll see much more of you as the season continues. Let's go ahead and send it back to the desk with Tasty Steve and Vicious.
That's kind of rough when he said carrying his own weight. Du looked immediately at Shine and gave him the good old shoulder. It was like, you'll get your chance too, Shine.
One day, Mike.
Look, he keeps being the target of the bans, right? And that's one of the unique things you can expect here at Street Fighter League. We just rounded out the first set of run backs here. Let's take a look at the current standings here in the league. First place with Team Inferno, guided by Punk 5-1. Second place, Team Storm with Captain Idom 4-2. Third place with Team Gale. You just saw their amazing performance over Team Spirit.
And of course, you see fourth, that's going to be Nephew, Duel, Kevin, and up to Snuff, who's had a resurgence as of late and still in this competition. At fifth, you just saw him, Team Spirit and Justin Wong, unfortunately going down 1-5 so far in this season. And sixth place, also at 1-5, is going to be Team Psycho, and that's going to be led by Toy. These matches, they have not been easy for any one of our teams here. And I know you're looking at these records like, man, some people are getting smoked. These people are getting beat up. But once you go back and you see the dedication and how hard these guys have been playing to try to beat each other, and you learn the history behind it, you'll understand just how difficult these guys are trying to get that W. RobTV, one of the victors here, like you said before, we're playing with some of the best players in the world, and even said that Justin is one of the greatest American fighting game players of all time. That is not something you can shake a stick at. You cannot take that lightly. And him beating him says a lot for where he's come. And like you said before, he feels like he's part of that upper echelon and that he's pulling his weight on his team. That's a lot coming from somebody like RobTV. Not saying that he's not there, but it's just saying that, hey, he understands his place on this team. He understands his placement on this team, and he knows that he's part of an actual team.
That's right. That's a lot of information to digest for the rest of the teams watching each and every one of these battles every single week, because there's so much on the line for these 6 teams, because only the top 3 are going to be paid just over $50,000. Again, that split is first place taking home $30,000, second place with $15,000, and third place taking $6,000, divided up amongst the team members of each of those top 3 teams. And only the top 2 are going to be invited back for Season 2. So, that being said, who's the roster for next week, Steve? Who do we have?
Well, if we look closely at what we got coming up for you guys, it's going to be Punk and Team Inferno versus Team Storm, led by Idom. Nephew and Team Frost will be taking on Team Gale, led by NuckleDu, who you just saw. And Justin Wong's Team Spirit, who we just saw, will be taking on Psycho, that's led by Toy. I think that it's really, really beneficial that we get to see all these matches and how they were played from the beginning. If I implore you to go check out every match that has happened this entire season. It's going to give you a lot of story, a lot of history, and a lot of background on some of these matchups. Not only that, we come from an esteemed community, fighting game community. You can look on YouTube, you can check out some of these people's Twitches, and you can see just how deadly, how masterful these guys have become at their art of playing Street Fighter at the level that they do, and just so many players that pour their heart into this. This season has done a lot, I feel like, for Street Fighter as a whole, because like I said from the beginning, and I say virtually every week, this is a new format. This is untapped territory where we have a league of players able to represent themselves. Not only that, we're mashing these different players from all around the country. I mean, we have Samurai on a team with players that he does not live with. They are a full country apart away from them.
Full East East-West connection.
You know, so it says a lot that these guys are coming out, giving their all in the league, and I just want to say I'm extremely thankful for being here. Vicious, man, what a great job you've done so far. You already know.
Likewise to you, man, and thank you to you guys for tuning in this far, right? We've only begun this second stretch, and we implore you to tune in again next week where we see all the runbacks come full circle, and in the meantime, Vicious, Tasty Steve, we will see you guys for the next one, and until then, take care.